defensive back Jalen Petre are both still in concussion protocol. He did add that when Stroud clears protocol and is back, he will be the starter. In Monday Night Football, San Francisco took down the Carolina Panthers 20-9. In college football news, Texas Longhorns quarterback Arch Manning was named AP's National Player of the Week after his 6-touchdown day, throwing for 4 and rushing for 1 and catching another touchdown. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
SportsCenter brought to you by Synergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing out there? It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal, AJ.
And I'm confused.
And there he is. Welcome back, Cotter.
Dude, I missed you.
Welcome back. Oh, well, we missed you, Rob. It was a long day without you, friend. A long day.
Monday.
Well, just remember, I missed you half as much as you missed me. I missed you twice.
Oh, you sweetheart. Well,
No,
do you have
I didn't
tails?
miss you. I have a variety. We have what we call up there the river rule. There's certain things that occur
that don't leave
on
the
that side
campfire?
of the river that shall never come back.
Okay.
So
tell us.
I have a
some of
few
those.
tales,
Okay.
but I don't have the good ones.
Okay.
All right.
Did you murder a beast?
I did. I murdered 11.
11 beasts?
11. Well, it was a porcine, I don't know, massacre. We took care of some wild pigs.
What's porcine?
Pig.
Oh, okay.
We took care of our share of wild and feral hog.
This is that's the part of hunting I'm not into. Like I feel
No,
like
I get it.
I'm envious of you going on this trip. I would.
You will-
You and I are so different in the way. Like I want the meat from hunting. I don't particularly enjoy hunting. I like to. I like the spoils of it.
Mm-hmm.
You like to hunt, and you don't really like to eat wild game.
I don't. Well, I like to eat wild game. I don't like the
perfect match right
taste
there.
a
Yeah.
lot of it. But it's not that I'm anti. There's some I do like, but sadly, I don't like venison.
But
I
I feel like-
donate it. I give it to other people that do. But
Yeah.
personally, I don't.
I feel like we would be a good hunting
Oh
pair
yeah,
for
there's
that reason.
Think of them when I think of the hundreds of pounds of different meats I've donated
Yeah.
or given or just given to buddies. No matter what you want to have it made with, just because I don't. eat
And
it.
Always
I
get
like
deer
to
jerky.
I like to shoot a gun as much as the next guy. I like to get out and I have in fact I have a new rifle. I'd like to go out and test out.
Nice.
The idea of killing.
Well, I would say there's different things, and I did 2 different things over the weekend.
Okay.
One I view as an extermination service.
Yes.
One I did a favor to them that live up there in getting rid of what is truly a scourge. What is truly takes money out of people's pockets. It's a devastating thing that people are dealing with the wild hog situation. So happy to help. Luckily a lot of people around the world are happy to pay a lot of money to come down and kill pigs in a variety of interesting ways.
That's the thing. That's the way you kill. Like I'm all for getting rid of wild hogs.
And I'm not going to get into how we do it.
But it's not a pretty thing.
Well, none of it is what I would consider pretty.
Okay.
I mean, it is to hunt is to be rather puerile, rather
Because it
basic.
but it does seem like the entirety of this trip is very gentlemanly.
Oh, this is
Like,
this
there's
is
no-
like no, this isn't real hunting. By the way, this is there's glamping. This is glunting.
Yes.
Yeah, this is not a true.
But
rough it hunt.
So for the most part, it sounds like there's no blood on the boots.
Well,
but then
no, there
there's-
is in one particular part of what
in
we
this
do. But
one
for
particular
other
part.
stuff, no. This is point, shoot, and next time you see it, it's on the wall.
So if let's say I were to go on this trip and I said, I'm going to hold back on this part.
Oh, there's a lot of people that
there's
don't.
no judgment on
No,
that.
no.
Okay.
No, none at all. No, this is to each his own, and it's fully. There's people who don't hunt at all. Take their camera, and that's
Okay.
wonderful. Go.
Okay.
But keep in mind, the things that we do, these animals are, it's like the cows you eat. They're bred for one purpose, and they wouldn't be on this earth but for this purpose. So I have no problem taking care of that because that's the reason they exist. They were bred this way, just like a cow would be that you put on your plate, but this one was bred to be taken care of in a humane way, just like the cow. I mean, dispatched in the very same way, in fact.
Yeah.
But in a different circumstance. So I have no problem harvesting what is indeed a crop.
Okay.
Now, when I'm dealing with whitetail and doe and our local flora and fauna, yes, I have an absolute distaste for just clearing a field.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just not why. That's not the purpose. But these are bred and are here for one. It's like going to an amusement park. And these things are bred for that reason.
Yeah.
And if you eat a cow, you eat a pig, they live the same life. In fact, these animals live a better life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they're here for one reason alone, bred and kept there. In fact, there are animals on the ranch that I go to that are bred and are kept safe because they are part of repopulating the African savanna. There are gemsbuck running around in central Texas that are born that will finish out their lives in Africa in preservation of species. That's what this does for the rest of the country and the world.
Yeah.
So I have no shame in admitting what I do.
No, I don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only part I don't like the hands-on part with the
I get
with the pigs.
Again, this is.
I've got no problem with hunting. Like
I mean,
listen. There's things you say, like if you say, I'm going to an exotic ranch. Like if you're the kind of person who kills giraffes and rhinos, that's a terrible person to me.
And those that, if you do, they're being bred for that. I mean, the money that is being made to keep the stock, the genetics on these Texas ranches, because they do have to import them. And we're talking about a lot of ranches that do that. And the money that's made for those genetic shipping and from all these national parks keeps those parks alive.
Yeah.
I mean, and it keeps the genetic pool alive because they're dying there and they're thriving here.
Yeah.
So and then there are some herd animals there that there's millions of no matter what, like wildebeest.
Yeah.
I mean, those.
Yeah, I don't have the problem with hunting something that's meant to be hunted. I just don't want there's some parts of your tale that I'm good with. I just didn't want to go there and be like, I'm going to skip out on that pig part, and then them go like, what's up with your friend? He's
there's plenty.
He's some kind of Yankee or liberal or something. Like I don't want that to happen to me.
That's not the case. At
okay.
all. It's not, it's very gentlemanly.
So what kind of beast did you take?
I took a black,
besides the pig.
A black buck.
Okay.
I was privy and played a role in 11 pigs.
My goodness.
But I took a black buck.
Okay. How big was this black buck?
Big, and from what I've been told, I don't know how to judge these damn things.
Okay.
But 22.5-inch antlers, like 7.5 base.
Okay.
Whatever that is. They said that was a good one.
Is yours was your kill more impressive than Minix's?
No, Minix got a beautiful psycho.
Okay.
Yeah, he got a really good one.
Okay.
Pretty deer. Yeah.
See, when you sent the pictures, I saw Minix sent his picture, and you hadn't sent a picture.
No,
yet.
I didn't, because the picture. By the time, and anybody who's ever hunted knows what I'm going to say, and they're going to go, "Oh man!" By the time I found it, it was too late to get a picture.
It was dark.
Yeah, he ran.
Yeah, I'm more of a morning hunter for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not good at finding stuff in the dark.
Well, luckily, what I tell people that the two greatest advancements in hunting in the last 50 years is not the incredible scopes you can get, is not the advancement of the silencer squelcher that doesn't alter, it's not the improvement in the grain quality and all these wonderful things about, hunting and riflery in general. It is the CPAP machine and the drone. Yeah. Because the CPAP machine has saved the camp house, the bunkhouse, because you used to go to sleep with 9 bears, and now there's just the smooth purr of a bunch of CPAP machines. There's so many CPAP machines that where I go now, every one of the beds has a shelf built specifically for it.
Oh, wow.
It's the best thing that ever happened. And then the drone, because if you do lose one, at least in the daytime, you can zip and look around and, oh, there it is, and go find it without having to beat through the cactus.
Does anybody out there have night vision?
No.
Okay.
They might.
I know you can't hunt with it, but I mean, like,
honestly, by the time the sun sets, we've been so exhausted. I know you can go spot like pigs, and I don't do that, but I've seen some that do. But that would be the only reason you might have it. But nobody that I know had it. I'd like to have it myself.
Yeah, it would have helped you out on this occasion.
Never lose a deer with the ranch boss, man. That's embarrassing.
Okay, well, what'd you eat? What was the grub like?
See, then I start getting into it's embarrassing. This is embarrassing riches. I mean, they bring in this He's a Michelin-starred barbecue chef named Tim Byers. Just a phenomenal chef. It's magic just to watch a dude cook.
Where's his restaurant?
It was Smoke in Dallas. He wrote the definitive book on barbecue that really kind of opened the door. So he got a James Beard Award for the book and the restaurant back in the late 90s. The restaurant has long since closed.
Yeah.
And now he's like an international consultant. He consults on the menus with Marriott and Hilton in their resorts around the world, and he caters these spectacular events, and he flies in because he works with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds, and he brings in an assistant sous chef, and these two proceed to just cook one fabulous meal after another. I mean, on Sunday night, we had easily the two biggest prime rib roasts I've ever seen, and he's a big proponent of charcoal fire, so he does a lot of cave. We did porterhouses on caveman style. They threw it on the brick. He took the leftover, which I couldn't believe there was any of the prime left over, and made this thin shaved meat lasagna yesterday with oh my God. And I watched him make mac and cheese, and he's one of those recipes that he was so vague that he was trying to keep it a secret, but he used the zest of a lemon in making the macaroni and cheese. Which you would think that's crazy. But to kind of, he said, I found that it lightens the hit of the cheese, so it feels like a lighter part of the meal. And it was the best macaroni and cheese I have ever had.
Wow.
I mean, just literally the best.
So my wife has put me in charge of making macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving.
I have a crazy recipe for you.
My mac and cheese, no matter what I put in it, it just never tastes like much.
Dude, I'm telling you, watching, when you think you're doing it, when you look at a recipe and you're cooking and no true cook follows by the letter a recipe.
Sure.
A pinch is whatever it might be. And then you watch a chef cook, and it's like watching a scientist in a laboratory. Mm-hmm. The way that they put together ingredients and throw things in there that you would have never thought were in the dish that you're having. And I'm watching him make this macaroni and cheese, and there's 4 different cheeses. There's Gruyere and there's white American cheddar, which he said if you're making mac and cheese and you do not include white American, don't use yellow, use white. It melts better. Mm-hmm. So remember that, and it's richer, he said. And then he uses Gruyere, and there was a little bit of Havarti, and I think it's just straight up Velveeta. And he's mixing it in, and he's got a little bit of, he's throwing in some other ingredients that, whether you like it or not. There was some green chilies that he put in there, so a little bit of Southwestern stuff. And the last thing he did is he took a lemon and zested a lot of the lemon. And I'm watching him do that in a mac and cheese. Like, dude, what are you doing? He goes, wait till you try this, man. It lightens it up like you've never thought of. And I was like, oh, my God. So I took away of anything I did this weekend. I think I might have cracked the code for macaroni and cheese now.
Were you there with a notepad?
Well, I said, will you please give me the recipe? And he goes, well, you kind of watched me do it. It's really basic. I mean, he made the roux, the basic startup cheese, and he just started throwing more stuff in. Now, his noodles were really al dente. I'll tell you that. They're a lot harder than I thought.
I don't like that.
Well, no, by the time they was done, it was perfect. So he put them in a lot earlier than I did, than I would have thought. So little things like watching that kind of stuff go down in this, But
I also think that's my problem is I don't like crunchy noodles, so I think I always overcook my noodles.
See, that's me too. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. It will cook down in this stuff by the time people eat it in 35 minutes, and it did. It really held up. But that's the takeout. And you wake up and he's got his own hand ground chorizo that he brought in because that's kind of cool. He thought he'd been saving this for this guy. So it's just one meal after another that you can't wait to get back to camp.
Well, it sounds like a blast.
It was. And the only thing that would drag me out of the studio from you and all of y'all.
Oh, yes. I'm so much fun.
Weekend. So I can run around with the hoi polloi for at least a couple days a year.
Yes. I notice your pinky is still up.
Well, there's nothing like being, let me tell you, when you're literally like the poorest guy in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Just literally sitting back and listening to the rich guys' stories. They're not like us.
Yeah.
They live entirely different lives.
Yeah. Is that how you must feel, Vic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I know when you talk about like the nice cars y'all have.
Oh yeah, mine.
The house, and then you have a tractor.
That's got a literal Christmas tree on the dashboard every time I start the GD car.
Oh, man. All right, we got a lot to get into today. We'll start with the San Francisco 49ers, who keep finding a way to get it done. We'll talk about them coming up next. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Roadways are getting pretty busy. Right now, we do have a fresh wreck. This is going to be blocking the left lane, Loop 410 northbound at Old Pearsall Road. Stop and go traffic back from Somerset Road, about 19-minute delay. Good news that one accident did clear out that wreck. Loop 1604 eastbound at Judson Road. We do have some more road construction to talk about. Reduced to one lane. This is going to be I-35 southbound between Thousand Oaks Drive and Randolph Boulevard. It's about a 48-minute delay right now. Also, more road construction. Actually, road closed due to a broken water main. This is going to be Broadway Street, northbound between East Grayson and East Josephine Street. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find so many holiday essentials, all for under $25. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
And attention, Dallas Cowboy fans, Twin Peaks is giving away epic Cowboys jerseys all season long just for catching a game at one of the 4 San Antonio area locations. Get to Twin Peaks for every Cowboys game for your chance to win. Ask your Twin Peaks girl for more details.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Don't miss Macy's best deals of the year. Hurry in and shop epic Black Friday deals on this season's best gifts before they're gone. Like men's and women's boots for just $19.99. Coats for the whole family, 60% off. Levi's jeans and denim, 40% off. Plus, 50% off top beauty gifts from Yves Saint Laurent, Armani, and more. Don't wait. Black Friday is here at Macy's. Savings off select styles. Exclusions apply.
It's back. Just in time for the holidays, the UTSA Roadrunners Holiday Auction. Bid on over 100 incredible items, including gift cards, electronics, trips, and much, much more. Imagine doing all your Christmas shopping without the hassle of holiday crowds. Best of all auction proceeds directly benefit the Roadrunners football program. It's a true win-win opportunity. Go to 210cityfans.org and start bidding today. That's 210cityfans.org, and Merry Christmas.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Good loving gone bad. Good morning, folks. Morning Huddle 94.1.
That looks good.
I found a honey bun.
Oh, man.
A honey bun.
You can't have that,
can't
Vic.
have that.
Oh, this is a...
That is not for you, friend.
Yeah, you want to watch somebody really have a good afternoon.
Yeah.
If I gave this to Vic, anybody who's seen the movie Hot Shots has seen the dude that gets walleye vision?
Yeah, that's me.
Vic gets walleye vision. He
Yeah.
needs those big, thick Coke bottle glasses just to focus in. So, no, we won't kill you with this thing.
No, because Edwin isn't here. He can't take over.
I had one of this in my hunting bag, and I found it on the floorboard of my car.
Oh,
actually.
that's nice. What a luxury.
So it's probably added a little bit of extra
Right.
flavor.
The dirt.
I'm looking at expiration date. I assume it's from this weekend.
Okay.
Oh, this is good. I'm good until July of 26 on this.
Oh,
bad boy.
good. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, those things last a while.
I'll pack this away.
Yeah. Best fresh.
Yes, well.
Yeah, they're best fresh. The 49ers get a 20-9 win over the Panthers last night.
What was the line?
A grind. 7.5, 8.
So they covered.
Yeah, they covered. They covered for a couple reasons. One, the Panthers missed a field goal, and I'll never understand this concept. They go for two.
What point was this?
So this was they score a touchdown, and it made the score. Oh gosh!
So it was early in the game.
No. This is later on in the game.
So not in the fourth quarter when they missed the field goal.
It was the third quarter.
Okay.
It made they were down 17-3. They score a touchdown, and it's now 17-9.
Right.
they kick the extra point, but someone roughed the snapper.
Oh.
So
Well, are they at home? They're at home, right? They played in
no,
Carolina?
this was in San Francisco.
Oh, well, he has to open his manual. He didn't open his manual, consult the manual at home. You don't take points off the board. You kick the extra point again.
Well,
you don't do that.
They could have just taken the extra point and walked away.
That's what I'm saying. You don't take points off the board on the road ever, never. That's in the manual they give you when you become a head coach.
Well, here's what you don't do. And they thought about it and they're like, you know what? Let's move the ball. Instead of taking the extra point, we'll move the ball from the 2 to the 1, and we'll go for 2. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I can see an analytical argument for it.
I can't.
What I can't see an analytical argument for is if you're only going to go for it because you moved from the 2 to the 1.
Right. Why didn't you?
Aren't you going to run the football there?
Well, I would.
Are you going to drop back and try to pass?
That's exactly what they think I'd do. What'd they do?
They dropped back and tried to pass. It's like,
so,
dude. I mean, I don't know what to like. You could have done that. You could have done that crappy play from the 2. It gets like passing the ball gets harder the closer you are to the goal line.
I've been told that, but that's what they want you to think. That would be me.
Oh,
you know what?
Dave Canales. And the 49ers survive, really, because the 49ers did, first of all, Brock Purdy, yuck.
I know. They're going to do everything they can to disguise this, but they got a quarterback problem.
This is not hindsight. This was, I said this at the time. Why are they're trying to pay Brock Purdy like he's a top 10 quarterback? He's like the 20th best quarterback in the league.
The first half, he appeared to be less than that.
And then the other thing is the 49ers offense is basically like a 9-year-old kid playing Madden.
Well,
he knows I've got Christian McCaffrey. He's my create-a player. I'm just going to give him the ball every play and make something happen with him.
This is a lot of fun till it's not. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's going to happen. It's just a matter of way.
At the end of the game, I'm like, this dude's got to just be exhausted, Christian McCaffrey. Like, there was a fumble that the 49ers recovered, and I was like, oh, man, they got lucky on that one. Right back to him. They're like, nope, it's still going to be you. He had 24 carries, 7 receptions. He was a busy, busy man.
And not going to win the MVP.
No, not even close.
But think about how the value he has to his team.
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Without him, what are the 49ers, my God?
And it brings me to the question of what are the 49ers? And
they're a good team, man.
They I guess they are.
I'll tell you why. I didn't see any of the game. By the time I turned it on, it was late in the 4th, and Carolina had it. It was probably 5 minutes to go in the game, and they had to score before the 2-minute warning. You know, Aikman even said it. As I turned it on, Aikman says, if they don't score here before the 2-minute warning, they're going to lose the football game, basically what he said. So it had my attention, even though the score was 20-9. Or, yeah, it was 20-9. So I thought, well, I want to see the end of this. They might actually make a game out of it. And the drive that they took to get to the field goal that they eventually missed was pretty impressive to me. So what I saw, at least in that couple of minutes, I saw an offense that was capable of moving the ball against, I know, a battered but a well-coached good defense that has a history of just playing greater than the sum of their parts with Saleh back in the helm. So I had respect for what I saw, and certainly with my Cowboys experience the same way. So I think Carolina's a pretty good team, and it was a boring football game from what I've been told, and certainly it didn't appear to be any different when I tuned in. But I think I'm going to give 49er credit for being better than they looked because they played a team that I think is better than people think.
I mean, yeah, I think Carolina's 6-6. They're not a bad team. I don't think they're good. I particularly don't think they're good when they only run the ball 13 times in the whole game. That's an odd choice.
I didn't know that. So Dowdle just didn't.
Dowdle had 6 carries. It was
so
very.
What's the head coach's name again?
Dave Canales.
So I don't think I need to learn this one. I don't think I need to remember this.
Maybe not.
But seriously.
But he's a young, handsome fella. That's nice. But
we're all that at one point, AJ.
Some of us. Some of us
are a long way away from that. One day.
But yeah, Bryce Young.
Respect. No, I'm not going to doubt him. That drive, at least for the 5 plays that I watched, and One of
I
them
think
is receivers ran out of bounds.
You must have seen the only good drive of the day.
I must have, honestly, because when I watched that drive, I thought, oh, respect. I don't know how they only have 9 points because they did kind of bounce the ball down the field. Leggett ran out of bounds on a stupid out pattern that cost him a penalty that might have that squelched what looked like to be a touchdown drive.
Yeah.
So I saw a little bit of that, and I thought, oh, well, 29, that's a pretty respectable win. The defense held solid that, you expected them to, but it was when the game was done, I found out about Purdy's. He threw it. What did he throw? An interception?
He threw 3 interceptions.
So he throws 3. I thought it was 2. So I didn't realize they had to overcome that.
Yeah.
but that so it's not quite as pretty. But I think Carolina's a team on the rise, and I'm not saying they're hamstrung by a coach, but you get 3 turnovers on the road, you better win those games.
Well, I'll tell you this: their coach. He's already got more wins than they've had in the last 2 years before him, so I think he's safe for at least a little while.
I'm not mad at him, but in hindsight, you get 3 turnovers on the road, you need to win. Winning good teams win those games.
Well, but the Panthers also gave it over twice themselves. Bryce threw 2 picks as well.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was not a fun game to watch.
I didn't delve that deep into the stats.
But
okay.
the 49ers, I keep saying, man, the 49ers, when the 49ers were healthy, they won at Seattle and they won at the Rams, which are probably about the 2 best wins you can have in the NFC these days.
Mm-hmm.
Since they've been not healthy, they're winning games, but their wins are against Falcons, Giants, Cardinals, Panthers, and then they lost to the Rams, lost to the Texans. So, they're at worst, when they're not healthy, they're still like an average team.
So how many of those wins were with Purdy sitting on the bench? And how many? And also, how many of the losses? Or did Alabama boy have any losses?
I think he lost to the Rams and the Texans.
So he lost to the Rams.
Yeah,
and Purdy beat Seattle. Who beat Seattle?
Purdy beat Seattle. That was week 1, and then the Rams game was Mac Jones.
It was Mac Jones.
Yeah, the Rams win and the Rams lost were Mac
both
Jones.
Mac Jones.
Yeah,
I don't think that. Will Shanahan allow a controversy to happen?
No, I don't think so. But when I say when the Niners were healthy, I'm sorry, Vic. When I say the Niners were healthy, I'm not talking about Brock Purdy. Like, that's how little I think. I think the gap between Brock Purdy and Mac Jones is negligible. I'm talking about Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, like the guys who are like actual good players.
Well, the hell, Carolina to 9 points. I'm not gonna bitch about that.
I know that's why I had a hard time saying Carolina had a good game, because they're playing a corpse defense and they still couldn't move the ball. It wasn't a very fun game. But I got to give credit where it's due, and this is why, if anybody ever wants to argue, is Kyle Shanahan a good coach? Dude, they're 8-4. They're missing every good player on their defense. They've overpaid now for Brock Purdy to be their quarterback, and he hasn't even been there half the year. Their number 1 wide receiver's been out all season long. Kyle Shanahan's a good coach. And
I'm watching the highlight right now. How much of this is Saleh in the right position and not being a head coach?
I think it's helping. It for sure helps. And sometimes that's what it takes. Yeah. You leave and you figure out what it's like out there, and then you say, you know what? It was pretty good back then. You go back to where you had that success.
Like the DC for the Chiefs. Like, just stay there, man. You're great at this. We're going to pay a bunch of money. You don't need to. Have
or you can go work for the Jets. I'll stay. All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. I want to get your thoughts on the Cowboys game from the weekend. I haven't talked to you about that. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Roadways are getting pretty busy. Right now, we do have a fresh wreck. This is going to be blocking the left lane, Loop 410 northbound at Old Pearsall Road. Stop and go traffic back from Somerset Road, about 19-minute delay. Good news, that one accident did clear out that wreck. Loop 1604 eastbound at Judson Road. We do have some more road construction to talk about. Reduced to 1 lane. This is going to be I-35 southbound between Thousand Oaks Drive and Randolph Boulevard. It's about a 48-minute delay right now. Also, more road construction. Actually, road closed due to a broken water main. This is going to be Broadway Street, northbound between East Grayson and East Josephine Street. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. At Lowe's, members save more. Thanksgiving Day, members get online-only early access to Black Friday doorbuster deals, like the Hyacinth side-by-side fridge, just $7.99. Valid 11/27 only on Lowe's.com. Ends midnight ET. Subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com for details.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm. How can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Welcome to Cricket Wireless. Santa?
I've got to get Mrs. Claus a gift or I'm in a whole lot of trouble.
How about a single unlimited line? Only $35, plus a free Moto G 5G.
Dude, you're a lifesaver. Here, take a present.
Says it's for Timmy in Des Moines.
Never heard of him.
Join Cricket Nation and get a single line for $35 per month, plus a free Moto G 5G. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Requires activation of new line on select unlimited plan or higher. Pay $40 first month. New lines only. First month service charge. Tax due at sale. Fees, terms, and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See cricketwireless.com for details.
By texting 24700, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J.Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J.Crew Factory, we think shopping should be fun. Really fun. As in scoring our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more at your nearest J.Crew Factory store. This holiday season, discover perfect presents for you and your crew. Shop cozy matching pajamas, toasty sweaters, amazing outerwear, festive accessories, and so much more. Get in the spirit at J.Crew Factory, where we have incredible deals every single day. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com. Football season is in full swing, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. Make your picks and win money right now in Texas. And it's that time again. Feast Week is back on Underdog. From November 26th through November 30th, check the app daily for special promos. Jason Minix here from The Blitz. I love playing on Underdog and taking advantage of the promos. It's easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. So download the Underdog app today. Sign up with promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play-and-get-terms_DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
The Gomez Law Firm is the firm that San Antonio turns to for personal injury law. We have Jose from the Gomez Law Firm here with us. With over 1,200 five-star Google reviews, the Gomez Law Firm is proud of the winning record and results that are attached to these reviews.
We encourage people to go online and look at our review because we want to make sure that you feel comfortable choosing the right attorney. And we assure you, you go to Google and look up our reviews, you're going to be satisfied.
It's important to hire an attorney you can trust, and the reviews speak for themselves. The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted provider of personal injury law since 1973.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
The Gomez Law Firm continues to fight for our San Antonio community, and the results matter. If you've been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then contact them today at joegomezlaw.com. That's JoeGomezLaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 50% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Houston Texans have put themselves in the playoff picture once again. Indy Kalu will talk about that when he joins us at 3:30.
It, of course, Aggies, Longhorns this week. 2 quarterbacks in the Heisman conversation. Maybe we'll talk about it with Danny Cannell at 4:35.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning. How much of the Vaqueros game did you get to see?
Oh, first of all, as an Aggie, I can't have another week of this. So I had the genuine displeasure, then the extraordinary pleasure of watching the game with 5 guys that were from Philly. That were 5 guys that, when we were talking about it the day before, they called it the Eagle game. And they're like, it's funny how you guys say, what time's the Cowboy game? Because it's the Eagle game.
It's the Eagle game.
So for about 45 minutes, I walked through the Valley of Death yet again.
Okay. And
then
reward.
I've never seen that happen once, and now I've seen it happen twice.
Man.
In a matter of 8 days.
Your sports fandom is riding hot right now.
Oh, it's riding hot, but we called it Aggie AFib. I'm going to have to come up with a term for that Cowboy comeback, because I've been a Cowboy fan my entire life, literally since I can remember. And that was I've never seen that. It wasn't even as big. The Thanksgiving comeback, which to me and every Cowboy fan's legend, is the Clint Longley Thanksgiving comeback. You know, the win with the backup quarterback. And we think that's the greatest comeback of all time. And it might have been, but this Sunday was the biggest of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never done that before.
Oh, you don't have a Frank Reich leading you to a playoff win over the Oilers comeback?
No, we don't have that. No. So I'm after having experienced it 2 weeks in a row, I'm not sure I want that.
No, it's a lot.
God,
It's a lot.
What a roller coaster ride of a football game. I've never seen 2 teams in 2 weeks just completely flip a script.
Well, I'm going to try and get us back on track. I want to take a quick break, and then I want to get your thoughts on what went right for Dallas and what you think is repeatable. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, over the weekend, I spent a lot of time running around up and down the hill country, and if you've ever done anything like that, you know it's mostly rocks, and it's always uphill. And if I hadn't gone to see Dr. Jacob Torres and the Institute for Functional Health about 8-9 years ago, this is something I certainly could not have done. And if it's something that you can't do right now because you're too heavy, because you're carrying so much weight that just the thought of running up a hill or just walking up a hill full of rocks is just something you cannot or will not even attempt, because, quite frankly, you're just too tired. I want you to call Dr. Torres today, because he can change your life. I'm 60 years old. 10 years ago, I couldn't have 10. Now I can. Not as fast as I used to, but I'm still able to do it at 60, and it's because of Dr. Torres and how he taught me to lose some weight a couple years back. I first walked in his office about 8 years ago, weighing nearly 300 pounds. The idea of running up a hill, it wasn't even going to happen. He convinced me to try a little step. One little step led to a big step, and before I knew it, I started to lose weight, and it got good to me. And once you get there, you'll know what I'm talking about. Weight loss gets easier. It's because a doctor like Torres, who put together a program uniquely for me, balancing the medical and the scientific along with the psychological, and I'll be darned if it hadn't worked. If it's time for you to lose weight, call him today, 210-468-1891. His website is iffhealth.com. It's a valuable resource. Go there. I know you're going to thank me later. It is worth the effort. Dr. Torres, the Institute for Functional Health, changed my life. I want that for you. Go there and thank me later.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to sasportstar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at sasportstar.com.
Roadrunner fans, you won't want to miss the annual UTSA Football Salute to Service game presented by USAA. The Roadrunners play host to Army this Saturday, November 29th at the Alamo Dome. UTSA will honor their senior class in a special pregame ceremony. Log on to goutsa.com/tickets or call the UTSA ticket office at 210-458-8872 to purchase your tickets today. UTSA versus Army this Saturday in the Dome. Be there, because when we win, San Antonio wins.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu!
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Feel like hitting the jackpot? At Thomas J. Henry, we're making it happen, and you don't even need to buy a ticket. We're giving away $5,000 in cash every week to 5 people from now till December. And then in December, we're giving 2 lucky winners $100,000 each. No scratch-offs, no numbers to pick. Just go to thomasjhenrylaw.com and enter today. Thomas J. Henry. Big wins. No ticket required. No purchase necessary. See rules at thomasjhenrylaw.com.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level. And the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back
back. If you like free money, download Upside. I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hey, 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 hey,
What?
hey, what? Get your groove on. Get your groove on.
What?
Where we going now?
Huh?
Where we going now? Give it away now.
What?
Oh, tell him, Vic.
Did they have to pay royalties for that?
Yeah.
Do they? Really?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Just curious.
Bussa ain't paying no royalties to anybody.
Bussa don't do that.
No.
He just busses right.
Bussa don't even pay his phone bill. All right. Your thoughts on the game itself? Like, if I made this statement, and I still feel the same way. And I know there's people who will disagree with me, but I'm all right with that. I think George Pickens might be better than CeeDee Lamb.
Certainly against the Eagles. I'll tell you that.
CeeDee Lamb stunk in that Eagles game that they just won. And in hindsight, CeeDee Lamb cost the Cowboys the first Eagles game with drops. It's kind of outrageous how much he's dropped the ball.
I'm not out on him, but it is apparent that that the whole idea of the Pickens just being a passing dalliance that to appease the fans, that's not true at all. This cat is worth the franchise tag, and he's going to be a long-term Cowboy. And I'm mad at CD for dropping some balls, but I know who this cat is. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of it is Pickens is just that good. I mean, he's really, really a good football player that was kind of miscast in Pittsburgh. And here he gets an opportunity to do the things.
No, when you say miscast, you mean they tried to have Russell Wilson and Justin Fields be his quarterback.
All of that.
Yeah,
All of
who's
that.
going to do well with that?
So he was in a tough position, but he was kind of a prick. You know, he's kind of a jerk.
Is.
And so, but that's a wide receiver. So
But
I
also,
think he was kind of cast as this outlier bad dude, and he's not. He's
If it were my job to catch footballs and like my job security depended on Justin Fields throwing me said football, I'd be a prick too.
Yeah, so you can be justified in it, but I do think so. You kind of like, well, you get in these situations, and now it kind of explains itself. But I'm not totally out on CD. I'm kind of mad at him. I'm kind of like, dude, I know you're drawing doubles no matter what because you're still that threat. But when the ball hits you in the hands, you got to catch it, and you don't. I don't know how you deal with that because golfers get the yips. You know, things happen to baseball players where they just can't see the curve anymore. All those little things, and obviously something that Philadelphia does takes him out of his game. And the great fear is it's duplicatable, if that's a word. If other teams see on film what Pittsburgh's doing or Philadelphia's doing, oh no. But so far so good on that. But if that were to occur, then I think I'd get a little mad. I'm more mad. How is Dak he's not 100%. And I think I don't know what it is. I think he's 100% of Dak Prescott, but there's less accuracy this year than there has been in the past. There's some downs and distances that Dak has not been very effective. And yes, he's been under duress from the rush, but so he's been under that before. But he's got better receivers than he's had in forever, certainly a better running game. And then you roll out that first half. How?
Yeah, I mean the pick that he threw was rough, but I have a hard time complaining about Dak after that game. I mean, because
sum total, I'm not going to say a thing. I'm just talking about how can you be that bad in a half as a professional. Now in college, I understand momentum and emotion and things will carry you. In the pros, you're supposed to be ready from snap one.
No, I
you know what I mean? And how can you go from that to the second half where things are suddenly dialed in and executing, and you're hitting guys in stride, and you're doing all the things that there's Dak. And that first half was such a mess.
It really was.
I don't. That scares me as much as it's exciting because of what happened in the second half, because things were so bad that.
So the big question is then, as a Cowboy fan, are you letting yourself believe?
No.
Okay.
I'm excited in that it proved that these guys have the mettle. But what you saw, does that translate to what do they need, like 8 consecutive wins? I mean, to be realistic about this thing, don't they have to win? I say 8, but don't they essentially have to win out to just have any kind of
they're 5-5-1 right now. But they are, I think that win put them they're like now the 10 seed in the NFC. So but you have a head-to-head with the Lions, who are one of the teams ahead of you.
Yeah.
Carolina is one of the teams ahead of you, and they're imminently beatable.
I think that there's going to be a lot of reason to hope. I really do. But let's be realistic. Does this team look like it would win 7 games?
No. But I'll tell you, the 10 seed in the AFC is the Kansas City Chiefs. So you got a battle between two teams who are going to be pretty desperate coming up on Thursday. All right, 1 hour down. Look at that. Time is a-flying. I want to talk about Lane Kiffin on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
This holiday season at AT&T, learn how to get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible iPhone trade-in. Any condition. Requires trade-in of iPhone 14 Pro Max or higher. Excludes iPhone 16e. Terms and restrictions apply. Subject to change. Visit att.com/iPhone for details.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm, San Antonio, 444-4444.
Introducing the new ESPN Fox One bundle. Unlock all of ESPN and all of Fox One with one unbeatable price. Catch the biggest games, college football, NBA, NHL, and more on ESPN. Stream your faves, Big Noon Saturday, the World Series, and NASCAR on Fox One. All for just $39.99 a month. That's 20% off. The ESPN Fox One bundle. Offer valid for eligible subscribers only. Access content from each service separately. Savings compared to purchasing both plans separately. See stream.espn.com for complete terms and conditions.
It's the season to come together over your holiday favorites at Starbucks. Warm up with a creamy caramel brulee latte, get festive with an iced gingerbread chai, or share a velvety peppermint mocha. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hi, it's me, Flo, here to tell you that with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection, so you're covered no matter where the day takes you.
Even bad hair day?
Yep.
And tree branch fell on my car day?
Especially that day. Progressive has you covered 24/7 for your home and auto.
How about thought it was chicken, but it was tuna day? Or overnight construction outside my bedroom day?
Those days too.
Great, because that was each day this week.
Been there. Well, at least your home and auto are covered every day with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Food, family, and football. It's Thanksgiving, but your takes don't need to take the day off. Make some cash with them at DraftKings Pick 6, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Just pick more or less on a couple player stats and ride your read. Hit your calls, and Pick 6 turns a good read into a big return. And if you're new to Pick 6, DraftKings has you. Get $50 in Pick 6 credits with your first $5 entry. Trust your read and make it pay. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code KTFM. That's code KTFM. Play just $5, get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. One per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promo.
George gets justice. After an accident, a lot of people think they can't afford a lawyer. They're already stressed, hurting, or maybe out of work, and the last thing they need is a big retainer fee to get help. But here's the truth. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, you only pay if they win. Real help is within reach. Right now, call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Very busy morning on tap today. So far, we have an accident involving a VS City bus and an SUV. This is going to be 30 Street between North Medina Street and Haven for Hope Way right there. So please just avoid the whole area. We do have a disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder, Loop 410 northbound Ingram Road, and then structure fire under control. Our fire department on the scene. This is going to be Southton Road between S Blue Wing Road and Center Road, causing no delay right now. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Dallas Cowboys left tackle Tyler Guyton is dealing with a high ankle sprain and is unlikely to be available Thursday against the Chiefs. Nate Thomas would get the start if Guyton can't go. Houston Texans head coach D'Amico Ryan said yesterday that quarterback C.J. Stroud and defensive back Jalen Petre are both still in concussion protocol. He did add that when Stroud clears protocol and is back, he will be the starter. In Monday Night Football, San Francisco took down the Carolina Panthers 20-9. In college football news, Texas Longhorns quarterback Arch Manning was named AP's National Player of the Week after his 6-touchdown day, throwing for 4 and rushing for 1 and catching another touchdown. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
.702 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1. Good morning, everybody. It's going to be an interesting week for Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin.
I'm excited for the potential of this, but I hate the process.
Yeah. Lane Kiffin is going to be coaching somewhere next season. Could be Ole Miss.
What do you think?
Seems unlikely.
What do you think?
I think, I've said all along, I think Florida is a better job than LSU long term. I also think that LSU's governor coming out and saying, we're never going to make a mistake like that again, tells me that Florida is probably willing to take some risks on their contract that LSU might not be willing to take. So I think he's going to end up at Florida. I know LSU is the front runner, I think Ole Miss is SOL.
And it's probably the pecking order. I get it, kind of. But having been in a situation as an Aggie, to lose a coach that that brought you to near the promised land, that gave you a hope that you hadn't had in decades, kind of stuff, and to have to sit, and for Lane Kiffin to make you, even if he says I'm staying, even if for some crazy thing happens and he says, I'm staying, to make his fan base and his school and also LSU in Florida sit and wait during the season, mind you. This is crazy.
But what is he supposed to do?
I don't blame him. I don't blame LSU for throwing money around. I don't blame Florida for asking. I don't blame anybody for doing what they're doing. I blame the circumstance. I blame that those who might, and there might be nothing we can do about this. There might be literally that we've thought about it and we can't fix it for not causing other problems, that this is just how life is going to have to be in this modern world. But the fact that he is now holding 3 gigantic financial institutions, and this is separate and apart from the football and the sporting, this 3 gigantic money-making metropolises hostage for a week. You know that none of them knows what he's going to do. The decision will affect, at the end of the day, hundreds of millions of dollars. But if you combine all 3 of the contracts that are going to be involved when everybody's signed and done, it'll be $100 million that this guy is holding everybody hostage for a week, or at least waiting for the domino to fall. It's such an extraordinary thing that college football has found, that we've got this in the midst of, and you brought this up in the break, and one of these unintended consequences that I hadn't even thought about is an Ole Miss team with a couple of losses that's now minus a head coach, or at least a coach that the players want to play for. When you're coming to vote for the tournament, do you vote for that guy? Do you vote for the team that you kind of feel like has already got one arm behind their back? Well, I don't know.
That's why this weekend is so important. Ole Miss is 10-1, and if Ole Miss is 11-1, I don't care who's coaching them.
Yeah, you got to.
They're going to be in. But if they lose this game this weekend, then now they're 10-2. Their coach is probably gone. There's going to be, you can make a case for Vanderbilt that's just as good as the case for Ole Miss, and they've got their coach and they've got a superstar quarterback. Like, sure. So you're asking, not only Lane Kiffin's under more pressure than any coach in the country this year.
Pressure? This ain't pressure. He's on top. Look at all the people just falling down around him to please him. We've allowed him to reach this situation where he is some kind of godlike figure that we're willing to throw around $50 million. They're going to offer $50 million in a Cadillac. How about $55 million? And we got 3 schools going back and forth. No, Lane Kiffin, by circumstance, is the most fortunate football coach in the history of college football, because when this is done, he will be the highest paid to have ever walked the sideline.
The other thing, he's in such a weird spot because he's got to make a decision not only for his future, but this is the best season that Lane Kiffin's ever had. Ole Miss could be a legit national championship contender. Ole Miss is really freaking good.
Yes, they are.
And if he decides to take one of these other jobs, he's not going to have a chance to finish the job that he started this season.
And even no matter where you go, there's no guarantee you get back to this.
No.
You're still in the SEC.
Yeah.
So,
and to leave behind a team that might be 11-1 and might be, depending on what else happens on Friday, might be playing for an SEC championship game. And playing potentially for a home playoff game in Mississippi, which has never happened. This is not only the best season Ole Miss has ever had, it's the best season Lane Kiffin's ever had, and he would have to turn around and leave it. Before it's finished. That
and you
sucks.
Wouldn't blame him if he did.
No.
And that's why I'm not mad at him. But, okay, you're the guy that when you try to solve a problem, you go to the guy that, hey, cuts through the BS, and I don't care about hierarchy or whatever it might be. This is how you fix the problem. I have an issue with hierarchy where I look at it, Ole Miss is as good as those other guys. Why wouldn't he just stay there and win? But that's my Aggie. We've lost coaches to teams that you felt like were at the very worst where you're equal,
Yeah.
So is there a fix, or do you appreciate the situation we're in? Because, hey, we're talking about it, and there's more focus on the game than there would have been, and there's more focus on what, all this other stuff. It's certainly drawing attention to the game if that's what you're chasing. But first of all, do you feel like we need to fix this? And if you do, how would you fix it?
There is no fix for it because the cycle of college football is constant, and whoever is planning on hiring him wants him to get to work immediately. I think Ole Miss could say, "Hey, we want you to finish out the season." I don't think they will, which is also kind of head scratching. Like, what would you want if you knew your coach was leaving? Let's say Mike Elko was leaving for.
Never been in that circumstance. I would like to think my better angels would take over and go, damn the torpedoes. I know you're leaving, but let's give this one last push.
That's what I would say.
Some of this, but that's one thing. But some of this goes a lot deeper. This is the dude that's been in your living room since you were a freshman in high school, who promised you from the get-go, I am never leaving you. I'm your mother, your dad, and I'm your money. I'm all these things. And I went there. I crossed the country to go live in Turnbuckle, Mississippi to do this, and you're up and gone?
Yeah.
So, I mean, some of this I could see where I'm like, I'm out too, brother. My name's in the portal. Bowl game be damned. I got to save these knees for next year.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing because it's not like the old days where it's, we're not going to play in the Peach Bowl. It matters.
Yeah, not only it matters for NIL money, it matters for promises, it matters for relationships, all these things. And because of this confluence of things that are perfectly understandable individual events, that when you put them all together, you go, this is a freaking circus that we really probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know what the fix is, but I can't imagine I would tell, even if Lane were leaving to Florida at the end of the season, I would say, you know what? That sucks. We'd like you to finish the job here.
We part as friends. We get it. I'd like to think and I think we're going to have to get used to this. So I think it's going to happen more and more unless we find an answer. So you have to learn to let bygones be bygones. But when you throw the emotion and the money into it, it's very hard to look at it in a sterile way because it's just too personal.
And here's the other reason why I don't think they'll do that is they have to start recruiting for next year. They have to start finding their next head coach.
And at the end of the day, that's why when we say, is there a fix? I go, well, maybe there's a fix, and we can fix this by fixing something else, and the ripple effect will be coaches. And maybe we delay the signing day till after the end of the season, till a week after the championship game. So no matter what, if you change coaches, at least you get a couple weeks.
Yeah.
A couple weeks to get things going. And we don't allow that to happen. But then we start getting in, well, if we fix that, we should fix this. And if we fix this, we got to fix that. And I don't want to get in that situation either.
2 out of the 3 of these schools are going to be behind the 8 ball in recruiting because I think I'm almost certain LSU and Florida believe that they're going to get him. I think Ole Miss still is holding out hope.
Mm-hmm.
But even if they expect to lose him, they're still going to be chasing because they know they're going to lose some of their players too to this. Because I'm sure Lane Kiffin's going to take some of his better players with it. And if you're a kid, just like you're a coach who now has a chance to go to LSU or Florida, these players are like, oh yeah, I'd like to go play at LSU or Florida too.
Look at Mateer at OU. He got there because his coach arrived.
Yeah.
So. That's that. So the rock lands in the pond, and the first circle is Ole Miss. Like, what the hell are we going to do? The second circle is Florida and LSU. The third circle is, what are we going to do when the other teams that didn't get Lane Kiffin start to hire? And then you got the Missouris and all those other schools. So then that's the next circle. Then it's all the players that are going to ripple across the country because Lane Kiffin left and he landed here. So it just ripples across the country because of this dude waiting on and doing something during the season on a Saturday afternoon in the midst of the Egg Bowl, whether you're staying or going. It's just a ridiculous circumstance that's going to go down in Oxbuckle, Mississippi on Saturday that will change college football for the next 5 years.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty wild. And you're right. There are. I mean, it's funny. There's tons of other jobs that are going to be filled. Like Arkansas is a big job. It's going to be open. I mean, it's still. I think Arkansas is. I don't want to say it's filled, but North Texas, who's likely to lose Eric Morris to Arkansas, now they're going to be looking for a coach. Like, it's just
it just ripples all the way through, and I love it. But why now? Why can't we have this kind of fun when there's no other football being played? But now we got games to be played. You got players, you got alumni to be appeased. We got a tournament to play, and now we're talking about who's going to be coaching someplace else next year.
Yeah.
It just seems so. It's fun, but it just seems like we're trying to do too much where we can actually have some fun year round instead of just packing it into a couple of months.
Well, I mean, it's a year round game, man. But either way, this game, the Egg Bowl this weekend, or this week, I guess it's on Friday, is going to be much more interesting to a lot of parties outside the state of Mississippi than it's ever been. And there's been some crazy things happen in that game. You know, Mississippi State Ole Miss is way better than Mississippi State. But I've seen kids lose games because they pretended to be a dog pissing on the field in this game. Crazy things happen in this game.
And Levy's been so close so many times this year that this could be the finally a little comeuppance for what has been a miserable year.
But there's a lot of people going to be impacted by the results of this game.
But if you're a Missouri fan, well, you know that my coach, he's a hot property. You know, and I get the sense that one of these schools is going to end up with him.
Probably.
Maybe, unless it's his choice to go where Kiffin lands. So if you're them, so you're sitting wondering, where's my guy going to go? Again, it's really cool that we're talking about it this way, but it just seems so we don't need to be doing it today.
Well, that's why schools that aren't historically the top tier, the second, third, fourth tier schools that are having success right now are overpaying to make sure their coaches stay. A&M's a great example of it. A&M, they want to make sure that if you're going to take Mike Elko, it's going to cost you a lot. So they're overpaying Mike Elko to make sure they don't have to deal with it.
Don't even call him. Yeah.
Indiana, look what they're doing with Kurt Cignetti, because, I mean, Kurt Cignetti is such an obvious hire for a big-time program. When Penn State opened up, he was the first name that got thrown out there. So what Indiana do? They backed up the Brinks truck and said, "Hey, man, we'll pay you whatever to stay." That's what you've got to do if you want to keep your guys now. And even sometimes now that's not enough.
Well, look at Kiffin. I think, you look at the salary that's available to guys now and the opportunity to go make this kind of money. There can never be a salary cap. You can't kind of cap things. But do you think that we're getting into the age where college coaches can be kind of like an NFL quarterback, that you're just searching for that guy, and the search will continue and the pay will continue to rise and rise and rise until Brock Purdy's, or I don't know, name a coach that got overpaid and has never met Franklin, becomes the Brock Purdy of NFL.
I mean, look what the freaking governor of Louisiana came out and said about Brian Kelly. Like, we're never going to do this again. But instantly they're already planning on doing it again. Like, it's never going to change. It's like the toothpaste is out of the tube, the cat's out of the bag.
But can you overpay your head coach to the point that you have now signed a quarterback for so much money that you're damned if you do, damned if you don't? That you've got, and I'm trying to figure the last. You've got Kyler Murray's be the perfect example. You've got a coach that runs this system. He came in and ran that system, and he did great at it. Oh, we want to keep him. You pay him $80 million. And then about 2 years into it, you realize this system can't win all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm $80 million into this. Do you think college coaches can become the overpaid quarterbacks of the NFL, that literally you can hamstring yourself, your team, your franchise that is your college program for 6 years?
Well, especially, you can now, because every dollar counts now, because those dollars you're giving to coaches, you could be given to well, you can't give directly, but you could find a way to give to players. And I think actually now you can give directly. So, yeah.
I don't know if we found that depth of the well yet, that there's still money to be found to pay these coaches, obviously, or they wouldn't be throwing around these ridiculous
Well, I mean,
numbers
the money that's made
fast.
out of college football is absurd.
But we will, at some point, reach a critical mass. We will reach a point where schools like Ohio State and Texas go, that's enough. We can't pay any more money to these coaches. And we're so far away from that right now, because the moment that LSU throws out, hey, we're willing to make, $11 million a year? Ole Miss is like, we got that. Next. Yeah. I mean, so we haven't reached the bottom of the well yet. There's still money yet to be found that can be used to throw around. And we could be getting into realms of $20 million a year coaches before we're.
Rob, I remember a time when Alex Rodriguez got a 10-year, $250 million contract
And it was the end of baseball.
And it was $25 million a year. How is this ever going to be financially feasible? How's it ever going to work if you're paying a guy $25 million a year? Well, like $25 million a year. Guys are leaving in free agency because that's their offer. That's the offer their old teams are giving them. They're like, I'm not playing for that.
So
like there's always more. There's always more. All right. You know what? There's not always more of Blue Star Tequila. I'm almost out at my house. I got to go grab some more, unfortunately. Blue Star, and the reason why is it's so damn good. It's so smooth. I am an Añejo man. The Añejo, which won double gold at the New York Spirits Competition, also won best in class, which means it was the best tequila in the whole building. Beat out every bottle on the table. And despite being the least expensive bottle on the table, it was still the absolute best. That's what these guys do. They give you a great product at a great price point. And if you haven't tried it, what are you waiting for? It is 100% additive free. There's no flavoring, no sweetener, no coloring added. Nothing added and nothing taken away. It's unfiltered as well. And it's the agave, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And if you're thinking like I was, like, what does that even mean? Well, apparently it's better for the plant. And the plant, I can't argue with the results because it makes a damn fine tequila. Guys, find Blue Star Tequila, Specs, Costco, Alamo City Liquor, or Total Wine. You're going to love it. Come back and tell me when you try it because I want to hear your experience. But Blue Star Tequila, check it out today.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Got wrecked? Got a pain in your neck? Thomas J. Henry is your next call. Thomas J. Henry has put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just 4 years. And we can help you too. Just look at our over 14,000 five-star reviews. The numbers and our clients speak for themselves. So if you've been in a car accident, visit ThomasJHenryLaw.com today. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal office in San Antonio.
Roadrunner fans, you won't want to miss the annual UTSA Football Salute to Service game presented by USAA. The Roadrunners play host to Army this Saturday, November 29th at the Alamo Dome. UTSA will honor their senior class in a special pregame ceremony. Log on to goutsa.com/tickets or call the UTSA ticket office at 210-458-8872 to purchase your tickets today. UTSA versus Army this Saturday in the Dome. Be there, because when we win, San Antonio wins.
Welcome to Cricket Wireless. Santa?
I've got to get Mrs. Claus a gift or I'm in a whole lot of trouble.
How about a single unlimited line? Only $35, plus a free Moto G 5G.
Dude, you're a lifesaver. Here, take a present.
Says it's for Timmy in Des Moines.
Never heard of him.
Join Cricket Nation and get a single line for $35 per month, plus a free Moto G 5G. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Requires activation of new line on select unlimited plan or higher. Pay $40 first month. New lines only. First month service charge. Tax, sale fees. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See cricketwireless.com for details.
Kohl's Black Friday deals are here. Grab your coffee and put on your sneakers because it's go time. Through Saturday, save up to 50% on everything from toys to beauty faves, winter styles, and more. Plus, earn $15 Kohl's Cash for every $50 spent. Yep, that's extra Kohl's Cash. So run, don't walk. Just hold on tight to that coffee. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's Cash do not apply to Sephora. Offers end November 29th. See store or kohls.com for details.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-9047.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-9047. That's 800-575-9047.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
I'm a good for a Vegas guy for about a 48-hour Vegas guy, and then I got to
That's the right amount of time.
Yeah, he's aged appropriately.
That's the right amount of time. I'll tell you what, there's a show sounded awesome. I wouldn't recommend it, though. Thunder from Down Under.
Yeah,
I
you
went
might
in there.
enjoy that.
It sounded awesome at first, and then it was not what I thought it was going to be.
I mean, I might go there to scout. You know,
Yeah, you might find
a tight end.
I'll say this, there's a run stopper there. I saw a guy in a three-point stance with both his hands on his hips. I don't know how this happened, but I saw that. Coach.
Oh, man.
Why were you in there?
I told you I wasn't in the wrong place.
I needed the laughter. Hey, I needed the laughter today, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks,
Seriously.
Coach.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Take it as a compliment. Way you talk. There we go. You're so gorgeous. Being a little too strong.
The fact that you know these words and sing them out loud.
I know.
And I want you to picture what you would think if you saw a grown-ass man just walking, looking like you, big old good old boy.
I could picture you at a concert just singing
sing
along.
Whiskey on ice, sunset and vine.
You're like,
you've ruined my life by not being mine.
You're the guy I would get stuck next to on the subway.
You're so gorgeous.
that I would secretly record.
Yeah.
Look, check, New York's
look
weird.
at your face.
This ice
And
agent.
I'm so
the ice agent sitting
furious.
behind me singing.
You are making me feel this way.
Imagine doing this at the hunting lodge.
What can I say? Just sitting there
You're
in the blind.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I like to sing a little Taylor. It calms me before I
Before
eliminate
I
an animal from the planet.
Here but you. Do-do-do-do.
That's a pretty pink
You should
rifle
think about the
got there. That's my Taylor.
consequence of touching my hand in a darkened room. Oh, don't touch my hand in a darkened room.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a girlfriend, I'm jealous of her. But if you're single, that's honestly worse.
You know the words all the way in the song.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. You know?
Yeah.
Come on, it's a big hit. Oh. I don't even know how we got to this.
We do it once in a while, yeah.
Now we got to the third verse.
Almost the third verse, yeah.
It's true. I love that song. What a good song.
Oh, yeah. Or Taylor, so it goes. It's
I'm a Swiftie. What can I say? I was reading during the break, some of the LSU fan is flustered because they're not their fans are like, what's our backup plan? And they don't really have a backup plan. And then when they do say they have a backup plan, most sources are saying Eli Drinkwitz is the backup plan, and LSU fan doesn't like that.
No.
So they're
all of this, man. LSU fan, you've made it worse by throwing the money out there. I mean, you've made it worse. You're all in on this.
Well, I told you when that governor came out and said that stuff, I said they just made it so hard for them to get a real. They made their next head coaching hire doubly difficult. But is Florida gonna go out and really invest in this thing?
Well, let me tell you, not only are they going to have to find another coach. Now, LSU, if they get their dude, that's about, it'll be because they had to pay through the nose for it.
Yeah.
Florida's going to have to pay for the nose, and also they're going to have to kind of one up. That's just because the alumni and those that are writing the check are going, okay, Lane Kiffin, that's a pretty big deal. What can we do not only to find the best, but make it the most newsworthy, the most important, and the most shocking? Wouldn't be surprised if I see John Gruden land in Florida. Or something. They're going to have to go kind of think outside the box just to kind of one up the other guy in the SEC. It won't be like Eli Drinkwitz shows up at Florida.
Right.
I don't think that's what will happen. They're going to have to go like rob a pro coach or get a name that we very well know, wherever that might be from, just because they got to be the next up.
I've got one. Urban Meyer.
See, that's bringing it back. I do think if Florida gets painted into a corner,
that's not going to happen.
But I'm saying, I feel like because they're Florida, they're going to feel like, well, damn, if we're going to have to go huge now.
Well, that's why. I mean, it was so weird when they hired Billy Napier from Louisiana Lafayette, which was like a. I mean, he had some success there. Don't get me wrong, but it was such a big jump in job. Right. And it was not a sexy hire at all. Although, I mean, Dan Mullen before it wasn't a sexy hire. Florida hasn't made a sexy hire in a long time.
Mullen had a history of higher D1 than where Napier came from. And I think because Napier had such a difficult time that they're not going to make that mistake, whether it's a mistake or not. They're not going to bring in a ranked beginner, or at least to that level, ever again.
Yeah, I mean, and I think getting Dan Mullen from Mississippi State and then getting Billy Napier from Louisiana Lafayette, I think they're probably going to look at guys who have had a track record of success at a more successful school,
CEO experience.
Yeah, that's been there and done it at a big time program. And whatever no knock on Mississippi State, but it's Mississippi State. It's one of the bottom tier SEC programs
as far as money and stuff. Yeah, I get it, Ole Miss fan. I know there's a lot in San Antonio. I get it, but sadly, I'm in the same room. You know what I mean? In some circumstances, I certainly in my university has a little bit more money, just because God bless us with oil down around here. But I get it. You're
little brother.
You're getting to the. Well, you're not the little brother. You're just kind of like the. You're new. You're kind of at the periphery. You're never going to make the head table unless somebody dies, kind of thing. Ole Miss, I know you've been around for a long time, but you don't get to sit at the head table. And I know it sucks because teams are going to come overpay you. The good news is you're still in the upper echelon. Well, you're still going to go break somebody's heart when you hire your coach, because they're going to be a coach like UTSA. You're going to break somebody's heart and go get a good coach.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go ahead and pass that pain along to somebody else. But I do get the pain.
I told you, I think my superpower is because I don't have like a college football team that I've got any kind of loyalty to, that I can see what's a better job than this. Like what like I can rank these jobs appropriately in my mind. Like, and I think it all depends on the person, like what they care about. Like, do you care about just getting the most money? Do you care about having a chance to win national titles? Do you want to win conference titles? What is it? But like, Ole Miss is in a tough spot because it's a good job.
It's the end of a career for 98% of the coaches in the world. Yeah,
there's just a lot of better jobs in the SEC alone. And that's the break sometimes. I said this, when Houston was losing Kevin Sumlin and then Tom Herman, I said there's way worse things than being a school that is like a launching point for other coaches, because once you do that a couple times, coaches say, man, if I can get that Houston job, I can go.
Exactly. There's something to be the cradle of coaches. And it takes a very specific AD to do it. And my question is, was it the same AD that handled Sumlin
Same one.
And Herman and all that. Well, see, if you can find a guy and just make yourself that, it's kind of like cracking the code with a quarterback that can't do everything, but just a few things. But you get him, he gets better, then you go get the next guy. Oklahoma State used to be that. For a long time, they were the cradle of coaches. Texas State for the longest time. You went to Texas State. I mean, Coach Fran and jumped up and certainly Frank Arnold.
Yeah.
I mean, went on to Minnesota, and we had one other in between there. So there's some pride in that. You just don't want to be that over and over and over.
No.
It sucks.
And you like, listen, man, I get it that almost every school, there may be like 3 or 4 schools in the country that are a job so good that you'd never leave on your own accord. Everybody else, like, yeah, your coaches are occasionally going to get poached. It's just.
I'll actually expect. I'd say there's more than that. Really, I think there's probably 20 schools
20?
because it's a regional thing. You know, there's some people there's some coaches that are never going to leave the Northwest. So probably Oregon would be one of those schools that I was never going to leave the Northwest. The pinnacle of my career is to be the king of the Northwest.
I can't think of a coach at Oregon who hasn't gone on to a different job.
No, I think there are some coaches. Well, not everyone. I mean, up until a time. But if you can be that regionally, I can see staying.
That's the reason why people are already talking about Dan Lanning leaving.
Well, he hadn't left yet, but he would be another.
He's going to leave.
Is he an Oregon original guy? Is he a Northwest coach?
I don't know.
I can see Penn State, whoever they hired that had coached at Penn State forever. And
I think
you know what I mean?
I think you're right. There's probably more than 3 or 4, but I think there's less than 20.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong there.
Maybe I'll hit 10.
I was going regions where I do see, like, you get the job up there and you don't ever have to leave. Kind of like when Arnold, Virginia Tech's dad, Beamer. When Frank Beamer was at Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
There wasn't no reason to leave. I mean, you've reached the pinnacle,
but that's not the pinnacle. He wanted to be there because he was comfortable there.
Well, that's maybe my position there. But to him, he had reached the highest he ever wanted.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, Virginia Tech is not a like if I were writing down my career.
No, you're right. But
plan,
if you grew up,
where would I want to end up?
But if you grew up in the Tidewater, I mean, kind of like Kirk Ferentz. So you grow up in Iowa, you get to be the Iowa head coach. Why would you ever leave? This is my highest aspiration. I got it.
The problem is most of these guys who that's their highest aspiration, they're not the kind of coaches that are good enough to get poached.
Yeah, they get poached. That it can be successful there.
It's like,
I'll give you that.
Ed Orgeron, like my biggest goal is ever to be at LSU. But then, well, it turns out Ed Orgeron, you're not a real good coach. Like, so that's cool.
But he got there and never wanted to leave.
Yeah.
Because they fired him before he had a chance to leave.
That's what I mean.
To bail, but.
But I think there are very few jobs that are like, this is the best job in the world, or like there's not where there's not a better or bigger job. You know what I mean?
No, there's no other than equal. Yeah, no, I'm with you. And you're right. There's probably 10.
So if you're not one of those, that's the life. Like it sucks, but that's life, and it's.
And I will say, of the 10, there's probably 2 or 3 that rotate with 2 or 3 more. You know, that over a period of a decade, some come, some go, but we know who the suspects are.
Yeah. I mean, it's the usuals, and it's teams that have. And if you haven't won a national championship in the last 20 years, you're not on that list.
But you can aspire to it. I mean, you can.
Oh, certainly.
You know what I mean? Like
I know there are people who are like Nebraska. Nebraska's not on that list anymore.
Not yet.
You've fallen off that map.
What about USC? Where are they? Because they're right there.
They're borderline.
And they're within 20 years of the title, but I don't look at them at the same level as even.
No, they're not. They're outside that 20-year window now.
I think they could jump in. You know what I mean? I think you get the right coach in the right place, and some of the things right back on top. So I do think there's some aspiration.
I know a guy bailed on Oklahoma to take that job, and Oklahoma's probably one of the ones that would be considered on that list too. So
kind of a rotating list, but the top 5 are always the top 5. You know what I mean? Those aren't going anywhere.
Texas, Michigan, Ohio State, those
Notre Dame.
Yeah, those kind of jobs are.
That's it.
They're few and far between. But to not be one of those, it's part of the gig, man. They're not everybody can be an A+ tier program. Otherwise,
dude, you can
what's the point of that tier?
$11 million a year and be the head coach at Ole Miss.
Yes, it's still a pretty damn good place to be.
You don't have to be at the top of the mountain to enjoy the view, man.
Pretty damn good place to be. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, I want to get we got some news about Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, man, I want to talk to you about this.
I
guy.
know you do.
Oh, boy.
It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I spent the last 72 hours running up and down a hill country, and I say down, it was all uphill, all of it on rocks, and I feel every one of them today. And if you woke up in pain like I did, your first call should be a Rosti. A Rosti exists for one reason, and that's to get you out of pain, especially when you're in circumstances like mine. If you beat the heck out of your muscles and you just don't feel right, you might have battered your lower back like I did this weekend, and you woke up, can barely stand up and barely move, and know you want to get yourself fixed for what's coming up soon. You need to call a Rosti today, like right now, because a Rosti specializes in getting you out of pain. They are available today. You don't need a referral, and they're all around San Antonio. So if you're dealing with that soft tissue injury, maybe a sprain or a strain, or maybe you got that lower back issue because you were running too much like me, call a Rosti because they can get you fixed and fast. You'd be amazed. I've dealt with lower back issues much like I am right now, and they've gotten me back in the game. So know this. Call them at 1-800-404-6050, 1-800-404-6050, or go to the website, Rosti.com, because there you can go ahead and schedule your appointment and see it with your location. Know you can get out of pain fast, because don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. You got a turkey to cook. Call a Rosti today. They're going to take care of you. When you do, come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Still pretty busy in the area. We still have that accident involving a Via City bus and an SUV. This is going to be Frio Street between North Medina Street and Haven for Hope Way. So just avoid the whole area right there. Disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder, Loop 410 northbound at Ingram Road. We also have a structure fire under control, though. Fire department is on the scene. This is south in the road between S Blues Wing Road and Center Road. Also, finally, we do have a road closed due to broken water main. This is going to be Broadway Street northbound between East Grayson Street and East Josephine Street. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
By texting 24700, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J.Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J.Crew Factory, we think shopping should be fun, really fun, as in scoring our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more. more at your nearest J. Crew Factory store. This holiday season, discover perfect presents for you and your crew. Shop cozy matching pajamas, toasty sweaters, amazing outerwear, festive accessories, and so much more. Get in the spirit at J. Crew Factory, where we have incredible deals every single day. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
You know the Rue Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Rue Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Rue Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Rue.
Protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive so you can stop worrying about them and invent new things to worry about, like snakes in your bedroom. Sure, that sounds incredibly irrational, but now that we've mentioned it, you are a little worried. The odds of one snake, let alone snakes plural, are so slim. But you might want to check. Oh, you're not near your bedroom. Guess you'll just have to sit there and worry about it. So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. The day after Thanksgiving, Friday afternoon at 6:30. The Aggies take on the Texas Longhorns, presented by Just Pots. Pre-game at 5:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, you were talking about a hierarchy earlier, and it struck me as we were on break. It happened to me over the weekend.
What do you mean?
As an Aggie. Because I was in a place with guys from all over the country. You had some couple from South Carolina. That one was a Clemson fan, one was a South Carolina fan. Had some Alabama fans, but also had a couple of Penn State guys, Ohio State types.
Did you have your Aggie gear?
Oh, I did. I did. I have some
everything?
Aggie camo. So I had the Aggie camo cap on Saturday.
Okay.
So everybody knows I'm Aggie, of course. I lead with that, kind of. But I mean,
you don't say.
It's kind of who. Yeah, I mean, kind of. I'm fully self-aware.
Okay.
So, so they all knew that, and everybody was so nice. It was kind of like I kind of felt like everybody was kind of bless your heart. We're so excited for your limited
Friend,
success.
That's exactly what they were giving you.
I know it struck me. Because
maybe not
I'm inside,
South Carolina fan.
Right, I'm inside the Aggie bubble, so I'm like, yeah, this is where we're supposed to be. Damn, finally, this is here. This is where we're supposed to be, and let's not even think about it. Everybody else around the country is kind of like, I'm so happy for your little success.
This
little story's fun.
Alabama fan is thinking of you like you're Indiana.
This is a fun little story. Exactly. And it struck me.
Look how good you guys are doing.
It struck me just now. I look at Indiana the way Alabama looks at me. Like I look at Indiana like, this is so cute. I'm so happy for you guys.
That's the thing about the hierarchy is it's really hard to know, to self-actualize.
Like if you know where
That's why me as an outsider, I feel like I've got this superpower because I don't have that thing that you have.
Don't you lump me in with Indiana.
I'm not blinded
I'm
by
better
it.
than those sons of bitches. It's so cute how you're doing.
I will say,
hey,
like,
Hoosier, I'm so happy for you.
I will say, I mean, A&M is a little less shocking than Indiana's return of success because
in the eyes of a lot of people, I don't think so. I think it's about equal.
Because A&M is historically an 8-4 program,
that's true.
and Indiana's historically a 4-8 program. So it is a bigger jump,
Well,
but it's.
You sit there and
but
you're
it's still a big surprise.
You sit there and you're on your fourth beer and you're like, I'm better than you.
Dude,
you sons of bitches.
I feel.
I'm better than you.
I feel like most A&M fans are like, finally, this is where we have supposed to have been all along. This is what we were. It just hasn't worked out yet, and now finally it's come together.
That's my attitude. And they're like, oh, this is precious. Oh, gosh, I hope you're having fun with this.
There were people yesterday when I was doing I was going through the breakdown of what has to happen this week for teams to make the SEC title game, the Big Ten title game, ACC, and Big 12. Like, most people didn't realize that if A&M loses on Friday,
they're not going to play in the SEC championship
and do
game.
the math. It's very out there, and I don't think a lot of people realize it. But I will say, I think a lot of them approach it like,
because honestly. And I know it's hard for me to sit in those shoes because
I want an SEC title.
I know. I think there's a lot of Aggie fans that are like, an SEC championship would be awesome.
I feel like it gives us kind of like the country club membership. We're a peripheral member. We get to eat dinner there, but at least we get into the club of those that have won the conference. And
because I know Aggie fan, when Texas showed up year one and won it, they were
like,
pissed.
Yes, it was embarrassing. And at least now it allows us that way. It's true. And remember,
they were like, Aggie fan was like, oh, you guys will see how hard it is. And then Texas just shows up and wins it their first year, and they're like, son of a...
Seriously. And look how long it took to get a Big 12 title.
Yeah.
So I'm down with chasing the SEC title. And if it takes that, I am in. But if we don't, there is the excuse like there's bigger fish to fry.
Realistically, and if I were... Again, it's hard to put myself in the shoes of an Aggie fan. But if I had let's say I had a vested interest in Aggie winning the national championship, if I had a bet on them to win the title, I would not want them to play in the SEC championship game because A&M and Ohio State are the only teams I can think of that if they lose a game, will still be in the top 4.
Yeah, still get a bye. I agree with that.
And that is that's all that matters to me is like as long as you don't have to play that first weekend. And I would much rather be sitting at home for 2 weeks than having to play against Alabama or Georgia. Like that just sounds like a recipe for getting your team beat up.
And
and not only that, it opens up the possibility of losing another game.
But this is where your ability to step out and see things as they are. Yes. But if we were playing, if A&M was playing Arkansas or LSU even, if they beat us, it sucks, but it ain't the end of the world, and we're going to go.
But you don't want to lose to Texas. Yeah.
So there's that. So and I think the best possible world for Aggies is you win, but things are still out of your control. But that's not the case. You win, you're in.
Yeah.
So it's not like. You're going to have to – it's a little bit of this for a little bit of that. And
your win you win and your prize is a game against probably Georgia.
But then if I look around my room and if I'm the coach and I'm ahead of the alumni, I go, you have the opportunity. Maybe you win a national championship. But what if you won a national title, but you also lost to Texas? And for the dyed-in-the-wool Aggie, I'd rather almost,
No.
I want the national title, but I would rather not have to deal with. If you ask me for the worst possible best scenario, it's that. Like you win the title, but you still lost to Texas.
Oh,
and they'll point that no matter what, there'll still be the asterisk by your title because we beat you though.
Because I'll tell you what won't happen if A&M loses to Texas and then wins a national title, they will never make the T-shirt with the full schedule on the back to show every game that happened that year.
It would that's the kind of thing you look at.
Because it would say L Texas, and they won't have that.
So would you take a title, but you lost to Texas, and you go, and as an Aggie, I genuinely have to think about it.
God, that's crazy.
I don't know, man. I don't know because as much as I know I want the title, and of course you'd lose to Texas to win a national championship. That's a stupid question. But the fact that you think and go, is it worth it though? Because it doesn't make Thanksgiving any easier. It doesn't make next year's Thanksgiving any easier, even though I got the title. You guys beat us because I've been on the other side. It didn't matter. The season was terrible. We beat Texas, beat you. Want to sit down and have some dinner and talk about it?
Yeah.
So, the personal thing, you want to just beat Texas. The grandiose thing, the 30,000-foot view, the existential thing is win the freaking title and everything else takes care of itself.
Yeah. I don't think many people would have assumed that A&M would be only a 2.5-point favorite this weekend against Texas.
Hey, man.
That's it.
Well, you
it's
can't
almost a coin flip.
Yeah, you can't judge that Sanford game. That meant nothing. And then if you look at the previous game, the first half could happen again, so I get it.
And Texas
is booming right now.
Buried Arkansas.
Yeah.
Which Arkansas stinks. And, Petrino came out and was like, I could see it in my guys' eyes at about halftime. Half of my team quit.
Out of gas.
And I got a feeling Arkansas is going to get drubbed by Missouri this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So that's part of it. But no, it does bring a fascinating angle to this game because I really don't think that losing to Texas would be the worst thing for A&M
No,
this
it
weekend.
wouldn't. Aren't in the grand scheme, again, in the 30,000-foot view, isn't this great? I mean, isn't this what we deserve as Texas, the Big T Texas football fans? I mean, to have a game that matters extraordinarily, that really does have national implications, but at the same time, it's still that border thing. That, that it's been gone for so long. To have something that genuine, like Texas wins this game, my goodness, the arguments for are extraordinary. I mean, it matters to both. And it's been so long since something like this truly mattered, at least for Aggie side of things. It's been so long where the ramifications, both good and bad, almost balance out. That it's been a long time in coming, and let's hope that at least A&M holds up there into the bargain, so that every year this game matters far beyond just its border. And this game will. I mean, as far as it's not going to put one. It'll put Texas out if A&M wins, but
I think Texas is pretty much out anyway.
I don't know. I still think we've seen crazy. Something weird's going to happen. It's just a matter of which team's going to be the weird one. There's going to be somebody sneak in that we're going to have something to talk about, because that's just generally, I think, the plan.
But there are a lot of games that matter in the SEC this weekend.
I think that they've got a good shot, man.
Alabama's game matters against Auburn, which, I mean, that's the thing about these rivalry games, is they're always going to matter a little bit one way or the other. But Alabama is kind of in a must-win spot this weekend too. Vanderbilt is at Tennessee. If Vanderbilt wins, and they're a 2.5-point dog at Tennessee, if they win, they are going to be 10-2, a 10-2 SEC team, and there's going to have to be a real discussion about whether or not they get into the playoff, which kind of sucks. But it's
sucks,
like,
but this is the game we chose to play.
But I can't imagine if Vanderbilt's jersey said LSU and they were 10-2, there wouldn't even be a question. It would just be automatic. They're in. But because it says Vanderbilt, now there's going to be a discussion. Oklahoma is a 10-point favorite hosting LSU. Game matters a lot for Oklahoma. Suddenly, I mean, remember after the Texas game, we were all like, "Oh, Oklahoma's dead. They're
Mateer
dead."
has resurrected the team, and they one of the things that's happening right now is how you close out like a fight. You want to close out the last 30 seconds of the fight get good with the judges. Texas is closing the round strong. 6 touchdowns. Arch looking like the dude. They're closing out hard, and it's going to be hard to argue against them, I think.
All right.
If they beat A&M.
When we come back, I do want to talk Shador. We continue that college conversation, but I do want to get into this Shador Sanders stuff. We'll do that coming up next. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big, filling sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations.
Happy Feast Week. That's right. It's Feast Week at Underdog, and that means there's plenty of chances for you to make some money. That's right. There are going to be special promos all week long through November 30th, boosting up your play there at Underdog. And, guys, it's so easy to play. You pick your favorite players, or they can go higher or lower on their stats, points, rebounds, steals, whatever it may be. And if you're right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. How about that? I'll tell you what's going on tonight. There's a bunch of games in the NBA, some big ones. Oklahoma City going up against the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards has not had a lot of success against these Timberwolves. I might look lower at Anthony Edwards. And the Spurs, underdogs on the road tonight. But I'm going to be, again, on my man, the fantastic Mr. Fox. And hope that he hits his higher for me today. Download the app today. Use promo code Alamo. You'll score $100 in bonus entries when you play just your first $5. That's bonus. That's promo code Alamo. Underdog. Make picks and win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play-and-get-terms_DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Hi, it's me, Flo, here to tell you that with a Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection, so you're covered no matter where the day takes you. Even bad hair day?
Yep.
And tree branch fell on my car day?
Especially that day. Progressive has you covered 24/7 for your home and auto.
How about thought it was chicken, but it was tuna day? Or overnight construction outside my bedroom day?
Those days too.
Great, because that was each day this week.
Been there. Well, at least your home and auto are covered every day with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck. Many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
Find great savings at our Red Tag sales event at North Park Chevy in Castroville. Get $15,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado 1500s. Save $10,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado Heavy Duty. Buy a new 2026 Equinox for the low price of $24,999. Or get a 2026 Traverse for $36,999. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet by Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Don't miss Macy's best deals of the year. Hurry in and shop epic Black Friday deals on the season's best gifts before they're gone, like men's and women's boots for just $19.99. Active looks for the whole family, 25 to 50% off. Levi's jeans and denim, 40% off. Plus, 50% off top beauty gifts from Yves Saint Laurent, Armani, and more. Don't wait. Black Friday is here at Macy's. Savings off select styles. Exclusions apply.
It's finally here. Black Friday at Ulta Beauty. Take 30% off MAC foundations and lip colors. Save $100 on the iconic Dyson Airwrap. And starting Tuesday, shop mascaras for $14 and lip colors for $12. Perfect for stocking up. To make it super easy, shop online and pick up in store or get same-day delivery. Head into Ulta Beauty and shop Black Friday deals now through November 29th. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Still pretty busy on the roadways this morning. We do have a rollover accident still continuing right now, blocking 2 right lanes. I-10 is going to be eastbound right before FM 1515. Stop and go traffic now back from Foster Road. We still have that accident involving a VS City bus and an SUV, Frio Street between North Medina Street and Haven for Hope Way, so avoid that area. Also, an accident reported I-10 eastbound at Weatherby Road. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Dallas Cowboys left tackle Tyler Guyton is dealing with a high ankle sprain and is unlikely to be available Thursday against the Chiefs. Nate Thomas would get the start if Guyton can't go. Houston Texans head coach D'Amico Ryans said yesterday that quarterback C.J. Stroud and defensive back Jalen Petre are both still in concussion protocol. He did add that when Stroud clears protocol and is back, he will be the starter. In Monday Night Football, San Francisco took down the Carolina Panthers 20-9. In college football news, Texas Longhorns quarterback Arch Manning was named AP's National Player of the Week after his 6-touchdown day, throwing for 4 and rushing for 1 and catching another touchdown. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
.803 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Welcome in, everybody. What a day it's been. What a day. Good to have Rob back in the saddle here with us.
Sorry I was gone.
That's
It's kind
all
of
right.
a getaway day. People are vacations are beginning.
Kitty Big Balls did a good job filling in for you yesterday.
That's why he's here.
He hung in there all right.
Is that like that commercial where the backup quarterbacks now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on in. Come on in, Tyrod. Tyrod, come on in.
All right. I teased that I wanted to talk about Shedeur Sanders. I don't know how much you got to see of.
I saw none of the game.
MVP.
I saw only the press conference, and I gloried in it. I loved it.
MVP.
So here's where I've gone. I went from being a Shedeur hater when he was going to be a first-round pick because I was like, he's not that good. He's not good enough to be a first-round pick. But then he went to, round 5?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? That certainly had to have humbled him to the point
and
where
we defended him for that. I
know.
defended him. I was like, this is what he needs. But
and then I saw him last week look so bad that I thought, oh man, they may never be able to give him a helmet again.
And on Monday, they gave him or Sunday night, or a bit of an excuse that, whether for good, bad, or indifferent, he had 0 reps. And it had been weeks since he had reps with his offense. So that was this week. And then the press conference yesterday. What were your takeaways?
So Shedeur in that first game against Baltimore had a 2.3 QBR, which is, it doesn't get much worse, right?
You get 1 point with a pulse.
Well, do you know what his QBR was in the game against the Raiders?
No, I've just seen the highlights. So 100%, 149,
12.7.
Oh, so I thought he had a good year.
No, everybody saw. Oh, well, he had a 66-yard touchdown pass. That was about a yard from being a touchdown run because it was a screen pass that barely went ahead of the line of scrimmage. It was barely a forward pass, and the running back ran 66 yards for a touchdown. His other touchdown pass was a guy fell down.
So did you not like the arrogance?
So
did that rub you the wrong way?
It rubbed me the wrong way. First of all, dude, you didn't play very well. Secondly, you played against the Raiders. And this dude acts like he won this. So here was Shedeur. First of all, here was Shedeur on the field after the game.
Win is crazy. It's amazing, off of 1 week of practice, you know what I mean? This 1 week of practice. So imagine, what a full offseason look like. It get dangerous. But it's just a 1 week of practice, so I'm just truly thankful, that everything happened.
He's immediately back to being
Shedeur.
Look at me. He's all the things that I didn't like to begin with.
Part of me wants, I have to have a quarterback that thinks like that. But you don't say it out loud. And you certainly don't say it out loud after what you just did.
Dude, have you ever seen Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen after a game
But
go,
I guarantee you
look at what I've done?
I guarantee you they think that way. And I want them to think, like, I'm the best damn player in the world. Just give me a chance. So I get that. But it's not just what Shador's saying. He's got kind of a snarky, he's grinning when he says it, Eddie Haskell kind of delivery. That you're kind of like, are you snarking here? Are you trying to run it? Or is this something you truly believe? It's the way he says it, along with what he says, that I just don't like. I don't like this guy.
Well, here was him with the media yesterday.
There's no excuse. You got to go out there and perform. Like, there's no choice, there's no question. Nobody cares if this was 1 week of prep. Who cares? You know? So a lot of people want to see me fail, and it ain't going to happen. You know? It ain't going to happen.
Okay. You want to make a bet?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we define success in a lot of ways, but dude, you barely beat the Raiders on, what was that, 12? And the way the first part of that, he's absolutely right. And the second part of that?
And by the way, I was wrong. Geno Smith was the one with a 12.7 QBR in that game. Shador's was actually 8.7.
Good God. Seriously. What are you... Did you see the film? Again,
you know
I
what?
would love for him to be successful just because it's a good story. But the arrogance that goes along with just a little bit of success is what drives his detractors crazy. Like, brother, we kind of want to be on your side.
I thought I'd switched over to his side, and I'm fully off of it now.
And then here you sit, man. Yeah, you won a football game. Congratulations against a very bad team, but you did. You were an NFL quarterback with a W beside your name, and it'll never be taken away. But to extract that into, I'm a winner and just needed a chance. If I had a whole offseason, dude, okay. Like you said, okay.
His PFF grade so far is 32.5. So to put that into perspective, the worst player who's met the snap minimum this year for PFF is Dylan Gabriel. He's a 49 on PFF.
His teammate.
Yeah, so he's about 16.5 points worse than Dylan Gabriel on PFF. Cam Ward is a 59.1 for PFF. So he's less than half as good as he's about half as good as Cam Ward's been this year, and Cam Ward's been total ass. So here's the last clip from Shador. This is where he really got me, because like I said, when he was a 5th round pick, I was like, okay, this guy is just. He's going to be humble. He's going to grind. He's going to stop with all. There's not going to be any of this cocky talk. He's going to go out there and do the work. But you give this dude one glimmer of what it was like, and he's back to his BS.
I was a 5th round pick. I got skipped by everybody at least 5 times. so it's not. It just come with the game. You know, it is what it is. But I'm just thankful for where I am now. You know, everybody have their differences. But I still got an opportunity to play, so why can I be mad? You know, money different, but thankfully I have a good family. You know, so it is what it is. We're not playing for that. We're playing for the love of the game. So I'm just thankful to be out here, have an opportunity, be able to go and play. Go out there and play. Go out there and start. Like, you don't know how surreal, you know, that feeling is, knowing that you have the responsibility of the Browns organization on your shoulders, you know. Having all the fans, you know. Everybody in here arguing with each other online and everything. Everybody have their differences about me. It is what it is. But I'm just thankful I'm here before y'all, you know, today. And hopefully we cleared a little stuff up. But we have a long way to go, a long way to grow. And I know it's only one way, and the only way is up.
And here's the thing. And I knew this was going to happen. Dylan Gabriel has been cleared from concussion protocol. The Browns are going to start Shador. I knew as soon as, they won the game. There's no way.
And I'll tell you this, though. If Gabriel was doing the same thing, I'd have started Gabriel.
I agree. I get it. He won a game. And, you know, it's like you say, sometimes it's hard to take away a guy's job because of an injury, but, the job was tentative at best anyway.
This is an open competition. So, no, I get this.
But, Browns fan, you're looking for any reason to get your fans excited at this point.
Well, they do love him. Cleveland fan does seem to love him.
They do. I have one of my old kids that played baseball for me is a Browns fan, and on his little Instagram his thing that's his full-time story thing that I can see. It's Shedeur is fantastic. It's like, no, he's not. And I'm not here to rain on anybody's parade. He just wasn't that good. I cannot wait. I mean, to see if, and I get it, this 49ers team is not what they've been. If the 49ers that showed up yesterday show up against Shedeur Sanders, he's going to look worse than Bryce Young.
Yes, and it's coming. We know it's coming. You are going to get obliterated before the end of the year, Shedeur. If you continue to play, give it your limited skill set and the limited talent around you, you're going to play a team that's going to absolutely obliterate you. And then I want to hear what you say on Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to hear what you say in the press conference then, as opposed to what you just said when you beat literally the worst team in football.
And Frank says, what's wrong with that last audio? Well, I got passed up by everybody. Like, nobody believed in me, and here I am.
And then he brought up money, and it ain't about the money.
The money.
Anytime anybody says that, it's all about – if somebody tells you at any point in your life, well, it's really not about the money. Yes, it is.
Everything's great. Well, the money different, but –
Doesn't he drive a Urus?
Oh, he's
he's
doing
okay.
okay.
He was 16.
See?
He's doing okay. But, no, he's gone back to my he's back on my bad side. I want him to fail again miserably now.
True.
Like, I really thought I had turned over to him, and I was like, maybe. But then, I mean, I saw him in that in the Ravens game, and I was like, and listen, he proved me wrong in a way. I mean, he went out and beat the Raiders. I didn't think he was capable of doing that. So good for him. But I still saw enough of him to know that's not a real life NFL quarterback. But now he's like, everybody who doubted me, all my haters, all my doubt. Oh my gosh!
Here we go.
Now
you didn't win a Super Bowl.
Now I'm back to being a hater and a doubter.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with. I don't care. I'm a hater. I'm now back in the hate. I'm the Hatey McHaterson. I don't give a damn.
The sad thing is, karma is real. Karma's real.
Yeah.
What you put out comes back, and the arrogance that you put out, you'll be put down to the peg where you belong. It's a hard fall, but it's going to happen to him, and maybe he'll be better for it. I don't want to lose my absolute fandom for the opportunity of success for this guy, because he could be a Dak Prescott story as far as like, not like this. What I'm saying is a guy that arrived like a 4th or 5th round pick that quite frankly did not have the NFL skills, that you pretended to maybe have an idea, but really not there, that progresses to a point that becomes a very good quarterback. He could be that. I don't think it's going to happen. And it's going to be entirely because of arrogance.
And C-Note says exactly what I'm thinking. Browns fans,
oh well,
you get what you deserve.
Yeah.
If you're excited about this, good luck. I you know what? Hey,
isn't that crazy? Again, karma. What you put out in the universe, you get back eventually. And Cleveland's getting the karma too.
And Frank says, well, I mean, if wins are all that matters, Frank, then I mean, then that's okay. Then Daniel Jones is the best quarterback, and Bo Nix is better than Patrick Mahomes, if that's all that counts. But let's be serious. Like, winning isn't all that matters. Like, especially when we're judging these guys, like, you can win in spite of a lot of things. I mean, look, the Denver Broncos are a great example. They've got the best record in football, and they've got like a bottom 6-7 quarterback in the league. So we can still say, their quarterback is not very good. The Eagles keep winning football games despite the fact that their offense is something that a 5th grader would draw on a coloring book. I mean, so in a way, wins are all that matter. But if you're going to get up, it's like I said, picture a world where Lamar Jackson wins a regular season football game, and he goes up to do his post-game interview and says, look at how great I was. This is with 1 week of practice. 1 week, and look at me. It's crazy. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, all these guys, these actual good quarterbacks, you know what they do? They say, man, this was a team effort, man. My guys picked me up today. I mean, for Shedeur to go out, he won a game, and to act like we should have known all along.
You should have.
Oh, my God.
You should have, AJ. I don't know what you're talking about. You should have known.
Get out of here.
All he needed was a week of practice, and he's Pro Bowl caliber. See, they missed all of that.
Where's my
these coaches did not know the greatness that they were next to.
Where's my Shedeur scouting report?
You're a real crumb bum.
There it is. Andre says, especially AJ's racist ass. Rob's a follower. Wait, I'm racist because of Shador?
He just sucks. It doesn't matter what color you are. You suck.
All right, brother. You can wallow around in the mud if you want to.
Well, yeah. This was. Frank says Allen was trash Thursday, and zip. No, dude, I said Josh Allen was trash on Thursday. He lost, but it's more about the Bills can't win if Josh Allen's not great because the rest of their team is garbage. And trust me, there are plenty of awful, awful white quarterbacks. I assure you. If you weren't around last year when I was talking about Zach Wilson, the list goes on.
Aaron Rodgers.
Bad quarterbacks are bad quarterbacks. I don't care about. And Lamar Jackson's probably the best. He's one of the 2 or 3 best quarterbacks in the world. Patrick Mahomes. I just mentioned Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen, the 3 best quarterbacks in the league. 2 of them are black. But yeah, it's my racism that's making me not think Shador Sanders is good. That's what it is. Gotcha. Yeah. Oh Lord.
Wow. I don't know, man.
That's where we've gone. That's where we've gone. Yeah. The other thing is, Josh Allen had a bad game on Thursday. He's also got an MVP in his back pocket. Shador Sanders, he got a win over the Raiders.
And a famous dad.
And he's like, yeah, suck the hole, bitches. Oh, Lord. Yeah. All right. Brock Purdy was horrendous. But hey, got the win. That's all that matters. What? That's not all that matters. Because it's about, is it sustainable? And I assure you, the 49ers, they realize that Brock Purdy throwing 3 picks in the game is not a sustainable path to success. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, I want to stick in the AFC North. Joe Burrow, maybe? Sounds like yes.
Well, I don't know, man.
We'll talk about that coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
How is your holiday season stacking up? I hope you're ready for a fine holiday time and getting your property all ready to show off to the friends and family. Or maybe this holiday season is going to be stock full of business because the weather is right and there's been things you've been putting off. If you need new equipment to take care of your property, maybe your hunting property, maybe it's your ranch land, or maybe it's at a development that you got to get busy with, Ewald Kubota should be your first stop, because not only when you walk in those doors or make the call, are you going to be treated like a long-term customer? Because that's the plan. Let me tell you, it's so nice to be treated with respect and know that when you come in to do business with a company and get with a product like a Kubota, with a friends and family like Ewald, that a handshake can make a big difference. And I'll tell you again, no reasonable offer is ever refused. So if you've been in the market for a tractor, you need something to work around the property, something to really, as I would do, mess some stuff up, now's the time to head over to Ewald, because the deals can be had. I'm talking about great long-term financing, 84 months on tractors. If you're looking for that LTV to get to and from the blind, the deals that can be had on the best RTVs and LTVs on the market, right now's the time to be had. If you're baling hay, you got cutters in need of that, they're doubling the warranty and all that. Bottom line is, even if you're looking for that small gift to put under the tree and stuff into a stocking, they've got those. And if daddy needs a new tractor, you're going to have to buy a bigger stocking. Head over to Ewald. Happy holidays to all from all the Ewald family, from the Texas coast to the Texas Hill Country. They certainly want to be and are your Ewald Kubota dealer.
1, 2, 3, come on! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Thursday afternoon at 3:30. It's the Cowboys' 59th straight Thanksgiving Day matchup as the boys welcome the Kansas City Chiefs to Jerry World. Pre-game at 2:30. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying two phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
By texting 24700, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J.Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J.Crew Factory, we think shopping should be fun, really fun, as in scoring our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more at your nearest J.Crew Factory store. This holiday season, discover perfect presents for you and your crew. Shop cozy matching pajamas, toasty sweaters, amazing outerwear, festive accessories, and so much more. Get in the spirit at J.Crew Factory, where we have incredible deals every single day. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
How about them Cowboys? We rise as one in Texas, sporting handed-down silver and blue jerseys. We come together for America's team every time they take the field. So let's share a round of Jim Beam and lemonade on game day together, because people are good for you, especially for us in Cowboys country. Presented by Jim Beam, bringing fans together across Cowboys country. 40% alcohol by volume. Copyright 2024, James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky. Drink smart.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio, where I've practiced for more than 30 years. And San Antonio has really grown since I started practicing law. The risk of injury in a car crash today is greater than it's ever been, because every day we're forced to share our roads with 80,000-pound 18-wheelers and some truly dangerous drivers. If you or a family member is injured in a car crash, know this: the insurance companies are mobilized against you. They have highly trained adjusters and a long roster of attorneys with one job: pay as little as possible. Their techniques are extensive, and I believe you have zero chance of obtaining a fair recovery on your own. If you're involved in a car crash, you need to hire an attorney as soon as possible after the collision and before you speak to the insurance company's adjusters. Now, I do not have a comic book nickname. I do not call myself the Law Eagle, the Tiger Lawyer, the Law Chupacabra. I think the practice of law needs to be taken more seriously. If you've been injured, call me, Jason Thompson, for a free consultation. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400, or my website, alawyerforus.com.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, we got tickets to go see Back in Black, an AC/DC tribute band, live January 3rd at the Aztec Theater. I've got 2 tickets. 2 tickets to Paradise. Actually, 2 tickets to the Aztec Theater to go see Back in Black. Caller number 3, 210-656-ESPN, 210-656-3776. You're the champion. You're the champion. Got some UTSA Army tickets to give away a little later in the show.
Fun
too.
game.
Oh, yes.
Prep for Army Navy.
It's a big game, friends. A big game.
So, Coach was happy about bowl eligibility.
Yeah, he was in good spirits. Let's just say that he was in better than usual spirits yesterday. It could have been because you weren't here. I don't know.
Maybe, it tends to happen.
Dragging him down.
It tends to happen. My wife, I came home and she suddenly lost her good mood.
Yeah. Different opinions on the Brigade Bar about Shedeur. And listen, man, like I said, I wanted to cheer for the dude. He's rubbed me the wrong way. And especially because I've also watched his games, and what I've seen is not NFL caliber quarterbacking. And so you can call this, like, the stats I give, maybe they're racist stats. I don't know.
I'm not going to wallow in that mud. That's just silly. this had no conversation with anything other than arrogance and youth. That this is what the conversation was. And I even compared him to a successful black quarterback. Given the circumstances and not the hype, I want to see Shedeur become the Dak Prescott who arrives in the NFL with a little bit lesser talent that just didn't get the opportunity or the time to get everything together like a variety of higher picks. And if you're a fifth-round pick, it shows that. And I wanted to see him grow in it. I've been cheering for him because I felt like he was getting the raw end of the deal here because of all the hype and the name. But no, at the first opportunity,
Win is crazy.
To do this.
It's amazing, off of 1 week of practice, you know what I mean? Just 1 week of practice. So imagine, what a full offseason look like. It get dangerous. But it's just a 1 week of practice, so I'm just truly thankful, that everything happened.
Yeah.
This is what cornerbacks talk like. This is what wide receivers talk like. This is not what NFL quarterbacks talk like.
Yeah.
They do not talk about themselves. Like, it's just after a win, you do not say, "Look at what I've done."
Yeah, that's just the timing, and
it's crazy.
And forgive me if it rubs me the wrong way, because I also say I want you to have that attitude. I just don't want it to be said out loud.
No,
you know what I mean? And then when you win a Super Bowl, you can say that.
Yes, I'm sure there are plenty of these. Like, I'm sure Joe Burrow understands how good he is at football, but I'm sure Patrick Mahomes would love to at some point just be like, yeah, we won because I'm awesome, man. Like, keep doing it. I keep finding a way. No, that's just not what he does. It's not that's not what you're supposed to do.
So,
it's a tale as old as time. You don't make it about you when you're the quarterback. And dude got a win and instantly made it about him. So you can call it what you want. I don't like it.
The good news is, prove it. You'll be back. You get another shot. Keep doing it, and you'll bring me back to your side.
What about Baker spiking a flag in an opponent's field? Y'all
I
call
loved
it passion.
I loved it.
Why did you love that?
Because of that. That's college football. That I wouldn't be down in the pros, but college is different.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that in the pros.
No, and if he did, he has every right to get killed.
And quite frankly, Baker's a different dude. Like, I didn't like Baker coming into the pros because he of that type of stuff. But he's grown up a lot in the NFL, and Johnny was the same way. Like there's reason, and I didn't think Baker Mayfield was going to be a success in the NFL. I guess I've been proven wrong. Baker's now is at a minimum a above average NFL quarterback. I just don't see that with Shedeur.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
Not
coming.
yet, anyway. I mean, there's always time. But not yet.
We'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong, and he'll be able to rub it in my face. All I'm doing is adding fuel to his fire, right? Because I'm one of the many doubters. But you can, like, Andre, it's not moving the goalpost. The stats are the stats, bro. I didn't make those numbers up. I didn't make up that he had an 8.4 QBR in that game. 8.4. I didn't make that up. That stat doesn't see color, friend. That's just what he did on the field. And then he came on after the game and was acting like he had done something amazing. Okay, we'll see how long it lasts. And the beauty of it is, when he does something like that, all it does is it sets him up for when the failure inevitably comes. Mm-hmm. Because, by the way, you're still a Cleveland Browns quarterback. There's been guys with a lot better pedigrees than you. Baker Mayfield's one of them. A lot better pedigrees than you who have gone to Cleveland and fallen flat on their face and been humbled by being the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. It is going to happen here. He is going to be. What about Johnny in Cleveland? Johnny was a bum in Cleveland. Yeah. So I hope that's not. I hope that doesn't ruin your whole image of me being a racist, saying that Johnny Football was no good in Cleveland because he stunk. And a lot of it was because his attitude never changed. He didn't grow up. So this is these guys learn the hard way, man. And when those guys fall, it's all the better for me. The Bills had a guy like that, J.P. Lossman. Oh my God, I was so glad to see J.P. Lossman finally fail his way out of the league, just because, the guys who are so me-centered. Mm-hmm. It's funny. I do have a tolerance for it. If it's a cornerback or a running back or a wide receiver, I just don't have tolerance for it if it's a quarterback. You're supposed to be a leader of men.
Well, there's that. But as long as in the league, as long as you can back up your arrogance with play, that's really all that's required. You can be a jerk and a bad dude, but if you're putting stuff on tape where you are a benefit to your team just because of what you do, not because what you do as a teammate, as a guy that's there for his brother, that's the guy that's in the locker room, if you just put it on film, at the end of the day, that's 98% of what's required to be a professional NFL player. That's all I really ask.
Andre says, y'all never said jack about Johnny. Been watching y'all for years. Well, you haven't been watching me for years, friend. This is, like, I can assure you that because you haven't known me since Johnny Manziel was in the NFL. Like Johnny was far washed out of the league by the time I got here. But go ahead and throw out racism. That's the right thing to do. Just throw out racism.
No, that's about white.
Yeah, that's about white. Yeah.
And Shador's
you don't like my player, you're racist.
Shador's already outperformed Johnny.
Yeah.
He's already lapped him.
Yeah, basically.
Well, he's not kicked off the team yet, so that's a good start. All right. I did want to talk about Joe Burrow. The Bengals look like their coach says they're planning on playing him on Thursday. I thought if they were going to play him, they would have played him last week. And if they lost last week without him, they weren't going to play him at all. It puts the Bengals, in my mind, in a kind of a spot where now I'm like, should they even play him? Because now, if you bring him back now, you're kind of committing to him for the rest of the season, right?
Yeah. You got to bring him back.
You're 3-8.
You got to bring him back. You got to sell tickets. He's got stats to get.
Your next two games are on the road.
Doesn't matter. I mean, there's the team that you want the team to be in the best position to win, and that's him. You want him in the best position to be successful, and that's right now. And then there's just your career as a player. There are numbers that you need to go get. And I know that he might not be the one thinking of it, but if I'm his agent, because you're on the second half of your career, whether you like it or not. And if you want to get into the Hall of Fame and you want to do all these things, you need to play in some football games, win them, and get some numbers up. And I know that's a silly thing to say, especially when you're 3-8, but that is the very reason you go to work at 3-8, is to do that. And if you do that, your numbers will help them win. So it's self-serving, yes, but if you are, just like I said, if you can perform on the field and put it on tape, that's all that matters. So I think you have to play him because, one, you want to show your team, I'm in it to win it whether you are or you're not. You want to show your fans. And, again, he needs to play.
Their next three games, Ravens, Bills, Ravens. Whew.
You say you're great. Go prove it.
I will say this. You win those three games, and all of a sudden you're 6-8. Your last three games are Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. You get to 9-8. You got a chance at the playoffs. Mm-hmm. It's a slim chance, but you got a chance. I don't know. It just seems I'd be looking at him as like the long-term investment. And quite frankly,
maybe 5 years ago, right?
I'm 3-8. Well, no. Now there's so much money piled into this man now that he is an actual investment. Now you're 3-8. You're sitting for a top 5 draft pick right now. What's Joe Burrow going to do? Go out in there. Let's say he goes 3-3. Now you're picking 13th. I don't know.
I think you anger the football gods. I do. I think you anger the sporting gods. The moment you sit guys out, you angle to lose a game for better seeding. You angle for a better draft pick late, apart from just losing every game outright. You try to fix things late. So I just think when you start doing that, you get off kilter in the universe, and bad things happen to you. And it might not be apparent immediately, but something's going to go wrong because of you tried to strategize something that you should have let just play out.
I want you to think back to what was the game where the quarterback got injured late in the game in the blowout. What game was that?
There's been several.
There was one where we're like, what were they thinking having him in the game?
That's been recent.
Yeah, who was that?
That's a Brigade Bar question. I'm sure they'll
I don't know why I can't think of, but like, let's say at 3-8 he goes out and he gets hurt against the Ravens. We're all going to go, what were they thinking?
I know. I might be the first one to start, railbirding it. But in my heart of hearts, I know you only got so much time on this earth. Go play the football game. And let things shake out. That way you go as God intended, or the football gods intended. You were healthy, you go play. And, it's going to be a miracle.
Oh, it was Jaden Daniels with the Commanders.
It would be a miracle for them to get there. I understand, and I would want him to play another 10 years instead of another 8 injured, and this might be one of those things.
Yeah.
But in my heart of hearts, I'd be like, get out there and play, man.
It's easy to say that until you lose your guy.
Yeah, and because that's him as a human being with stats to get and a future to hold and to go attain all that greatness we thought. But then you have to look at him like you should as a general manager and as an owner. That's horse flesh. This is a positive thing to have. It's a benefit. It's a credit that is rapidly depreciating.
And he's already had multiple injuries.
So I got to keep it safe. I got to wrap it in bubble wrap and keep it as safe as long as I can because of the investment that I have in this. This is a money thing. It's not a human thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just say, you know what, man? We opened your window. We saw you practice. We're going to go ahead and shut you down. For
you're not going to run in the Kentucky Derby, but you're going to run in the Champions Cup for every year for the next 8. We'll sacrifice short-term benefit for long-term gain.
I think that's just what you got to do because at this point the goal is next year.
I just can't imagine being on that team, whoever it is, and looking and go, well, he could play, because you've got also the wide receivers who got numbers to reach. I'm sure there's some bonuses for yards and catches, and it certainly makes it easier when Burrow's playing, and those kind of things. And you go, man, at least you could help me out, brother.
Well, looks like we're going to see him on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Which is kind of exciting, but also kind of we'll see.
Here's the thing.
I got a feeling
it's the Bengals. He's going to get hurt.
That's what I'm saying. It's such a Bengals thing to happen. Like the worst thing that can happen happens to the Bengals.
As we were talking about earlier, sometimes the best and the worst thing is being completely self-aware. And if the Bengals were self-aware, they go, if we play him, he's going to get killed.
Oh,
the kind of luck we have, if we play him, he might actually lose a leg.
Yep. Yeah. That is the Murphy's Law applies to the Bengals. They are the reason why Murphy's Law exists. All right, I got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy, and I was on it last night. George Kittle got me there. You know who didn't? Gay, the kicker, Matt Gay. I had him lower than 1.5 field goals. He got 2, and it ruined my underdog play. But I'm going to be back in the game tonight. That's just the way it works. NBA, college hoops, college football. There's something always to play on Underdog. And it's feast week, which means the bonuses are aplentiful. Through November 30th, you check the app every day. They've got special promos going every day, ways to boost up your money. And it's so easy. You pick your favorite players. They're going to go higher or lower on their stats, rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, whatever it is. And you get them right, you can win up to 5,000 times your money. Again, this week on Underdog, I'm gonna be playing tonight on some basketball. I'm playing De'Aaron Fox higher, and I'm playing Anthony Edwards lower against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Download the app today. Sign up with that promo code Alamo. You'll score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Still issues on the roadways this morning. We have that rollover accident blocking 2 right lanes. This is going to be I-10 eastbound right before F1516. Stop and go traffic now back from Foster Road. We also have an accident reported Commerce at General McMullen Drive. We have a stalled vehicle blocking the right side of the off-ramp. This is going to be I-10 right there at Wurzbach. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportsstar.com now and register to win. sasportsstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
This holiday season at AT&T, learn how to get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible iPhone trade-in. Any condition. Requires trade-in of iPhone 14 Pro Max or higher. Excludes iPhone 16e. Terms and restrictions apply. Subject to change. Visit att.com/iPhone for details.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm. How can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Stay warm and save money this winter with a heater tune-up from Right Home Services. Their expert techs make sure your system runs efficiently and safely. Call 210-444-0000 or visit righthomeservices.com. Get it done right.
The right stuff.
Listen up, San Antonio. At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can get college credit for the stripes you've earned. Turn your military rank into college credit to save time and money on an online degree. Eligible enlisted service members and previously enlisted veterans may receive up to 12 credits for select undergraduate courses based on their rank, and up to 90 credits in total for prior learning, military experience, and training. Classes start soon. Learn more at umgc.edu/SATX.
Find great savings at our Red Tag sales event at North Park Chevy in Castroville. Get $15,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado 1500s. Save $10,000 off MSRP on the new 2025 Silverado Heavy Duty. Buy a new 2026 Equinox for the low price of $24,999. Or get a 2026 Traverse for $36,999. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet by Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Feel like hitting the jackpot? At Thomas J. Henry, we're giving away $5,000 in cash every week to 5 people from now till December. And then in December, we're giving 2 lucky winners $100,000 each. See rules and enter at thomasjhenrylaw.com. No purchase necessary.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Houston Texans have put themselves in the playoff picture once again. Indy Kalu will talk about that when he joins us at 3:30.
It, of course, Aggies, Longhorns this week. 2 quarterbacks in the Heisman conversation. Maybe we'll talk about it with Danny Cannell at 4:35.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's cold. Feels like Independence Day.
Don't we wish?
You can drive it home with one headlight.
Are we going to have a cool Thanksgiving? Can we wish for such things?
I think it was high 68.
Well, that's not too
That's
bad.
nice.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Yeah, no rain until I think Sunday or Saturday. Yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't really mind the rain on Thanksgiving, but if it was, I'm happy that
I
it's
ain't
not.
going
I don't want it to rain. I can't wear my shoes.
So football, it might get in the way of somebody who's. But Thanksgiving Day, if your turkey's not already smoked, you ain't.
Oh
eating
yeah,
it,
I don't.
so.
I don't want the. Yeah, I don't want rain because I'm gonna be
yeah,
out
you'll
there
be
on the
outside
smoker.
frying. And you'll be outside frying. Too.
Yeah, I got a lot outside work to do. I got man work to do.
Yeah,
that's right.
Over fire.
yeah. All right. God, we got a lot more to get into, and not enough time anymore. Things have gone over. Everything's gone over. I had a well mapped out plan, and the conversation's just been too good, man.
What does Tyson say? Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face?
So they get punched in the face. That's exactly right. I'll tell you where I want to go then, if we're up against it on time. I want to talk about they extended the deadline for the college football playoff expansion talks. So it's going to be 12. They've decided They're not going to expand next season. It's going to be 12 teams again for 2026. But there was a talk of a 16. That's what everybody's talking about, going to 16. Well, now apparently there's even more push for a 24-team playoff. Do you want that?
Well, I have to qualify this in that I come to this from the perspective of a basketball guy, where 68 teams are going.
Did you want 68, or were you happy when it was 64?
Basketball is 64, 32. I mean, when I was playing, it was 32.
Yeah,
I mean, way back then. So I've always been about inclusion. I have, but basketball, it's easier to be competitive. It is easier to find 5 guys than 22. You know, and so it makes it easier to bring in the little schools.
By the way, there's also about 3 times amount of D1 college basketball schools as college football.
And you can play more than once a week, and there's all those things that help you choose more teams.
Yeah.
But in my experience this year with 12, it's enough.
It's enough.
And if you want to go to 16, I get it for the math. I get it.
I could get to 16 because then you don't have any buys.
Yeah.
Because I think the buys are so valuable that it's almost unfair.
Yeah. So if you wanted to go there, but are we really thinking in this modern football world that the 17th best team in the country has even a remote prayer? Look at who's been 17 all season long, not just right now, and go, does that team have any prayer of winning a national championship? And that's what we want, right? We want those that have earned it to get there. And I've been a proponent of growing it, but I think we can legitimately argue that 12 is probably the limit. And if we want to expand for good measure and make sure maybe 2 FBS or whatever group of 4 teams or whatever we want to call them get in, maybe. But for the most part, who are we kidding here? It's a dollar grab. I mean, it is. And I don't think whether I'm watching the Egg Bowl or the first round of the playoffs against 2 teams that I've seen play twice that are on the edge, that have 3-4 losses, that I've seen getting their ass handed to them. I don't know which I'd rather watch. I think I'd rather watch a rivalry game, you know?
Just so you know, these are some of the teams that would be included right now if we had 24 teams. Virginia, Tennessee, USC, James Madison, North Texas, Tulane, Georgia Tech, Pitt.
And if every
we don't need that.
No, we don't. I know they want to be there, and maybe just a little bit of sunshine is enough. You know, you get there, and that's all you can ever aspire to as Pitt. You know, you're never going to win a title, but every 4 years or 5 years you're going to get into the tournament. Maybe there's some of that, and there is some of that in college football or college basketball. It can save a coach's job. You could have an average season and get to the tournament, and you get another 4-year deal. So I get why, but I think at some point you start robbing from Paul to pay Peter. You know, like you're taking away from what could be a very fun and interesting bowl game to go manufacture some kind of stupid playoff game that really I don't care about, other than maybe the winner will play my favorite team in 2 weeks. You know, I just don't think it's enough.
And I've seen, I mean, even I can get behind 16 again because I would rather nobody get a bye than just some teams get a bye. But even 16, you're talking about Texas would be in, Utah would be in. I saw Utah almost lose to Kansas State this weekend. I don't need to see them play for a national title.
You go,
Texas lost 3 games.
I saw them lose. I saw them look good, and they deserve to be where they're ranked. But no, that's just – I still want to maintain some sort of bowl something where the bowls do, and you get interesting matchups and fun places. I don't need all of this. And I think at some point the pig becomes a hog that gets slaughtered. You know, at some point we decide we're feeding too much fat, we're doing too much to this, and it's time to cut it up. And that's my fear that we're headed there. That we're too much.
It feels that way to me. It does feel like it's just, well, we can make more money with it. Let's make more money.
But on the other side, shoot, if I'm a North Texas dude, I am Dennis Harris. I know you're listening right now. Party on, Garth. I mean, you're in the conversation, and there's something to the being there and the excitement that you don't get to see from those small schools. That to them, and I'm sounding like bless your heart. You know that I got from others. I'm giving to North Texas, like bless their heart. Let them have fun for a year. Those poor kids. So I don't want to do that, but I can get it if I'm Tulane. Like, hey man, welcome to the party.
I saw an article yesterday on CBS And like when you said it earlier, I was like, no, that can't be the case. But there was an article on CBS about if Texas beats A&M, they are going to end up getting in.
I think they will,
because they've got victories over Oklahoma and Vanderbilt
that have looked better and better.
And they're the only team all season long that's given Ohio State even a challenge.
And it helps that Arch has a 6-touchdown performance under his belt, so there's trust the offense might show up. The defense certainly looked great in the second half. So, yeah, I think there's as good an argument as anybody else in the country.
So, I mean, I didn't think it was a realistic chance, but I guess maybe so.
And at 16, we wouldn't be having this discussion because they'd be in.
No, they would be.
You know what I mean? So maybe there's something to that. But for me, I just feel like we don't need to go too far.
I don't need more.
With this.
I don't need more. I don't need more. It's enough. Like, I was happy when it was 4.
See, I was ready for something more from that because I was on the list of the left outs a lot.
Yeah, but I guess I've always been of the mindset like, in college football, and it's the one thing that separated college football from every other sport.
You're right.
Was if you lost once, you were up against it. If you lost twice, you were out.
Yep.
You can't win a national title with 2 losses. It just didn't happen. And now it's like, yeah, I mean, now we're talking about Texas could maybe get in they could have a shot at it with 3 losses. I don't know that I like that. To me, it devalues the regular season.
It does. And I think coaches have their perspective on conference championship games versus titles versus all those other things that needs to be considered when we're talking about who gets in and how. But at the end of the day, for me, I want about 40 schools every year to start camp thinking they can win their conference. That's what I want. I want 40 schools with thinking that and then we whittle it down from there. And if at that point we can work our way through super conference and enforced conference play plus big games, that we can come up with 12, that's hard enough.
Well, I think there's about 10 of those teams in the Big 12 and about 10 in the ACC. The problem is there's only about 4 or 5 in the Big 10 and the SEC. So
if we get to 40, then we'll talk about 16. But right now, we're just not there yet. And maybe we'll never get there because of the money. But if we were and we had all these teams that aspired and can win and play and compete, then 60 is not a bad number. But right now, there's just not enough talented teams to justify it.
No, there's it's very top heavy. And quite frankly, we're like, do we even know how good Ohio State is? So if like when people are saying, how good are the best teams? Then if how good are the best teams is the question, then how good is the 16th best team is not a question I'm interested in discussing.
And a Florida Gulf Coast ain't going to happen in college football.
No.
It ain't going to be something like that. Just show up and win 3 games.
All right. Man, we got 1 hour left to go of programming today. Unfortunately, that's all we're going to be able to give you. I do want to talk. I want to talk some Spurs with you on the other side. We'll do that. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's Luxe Cravings boxes give you decadent options. $5 gets you fan favorites, $7 gets you the fancy stuff, and $9 sends you on a journey of flavor exploration. Get yours at participating stores for a limited time. Prices and participation may vary. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
You know, my daddy always said, you take care of your tools and your tools will take care of you. And if you got tools the likes of a Kubota, especially one that comes from Ewok Kubota, your tools take care of themselves, or they'll come out and take care of them too. Hey, at the end of the building season, as we head into the winter, if you got big time equipment that's might be sitting in idle, it might be time to get them all fixed up and taken care of. And Kubota, well, they're the #1 selling best compact tractor in the world, best selling skid loader. And a lot of people out there have been using them all summer long. Maybe need a little update. Don't forget your winter service. You can schedule online and have the guys come out and take care of it for you. But don't forget to take good care of your equipment. And Kubota, boy, it's fun too, because that's orange. And we know what orange means this time of the year. Everybody thinks red. I think orange when it comes to the end of the season, because the year-end deals are crazy good. I always say it. Mr. Kubota, John, and family will never turn down a reasonable offer, and they've got the #1 deals to go after right now. So if you need rental, service, and parts, the dealers around you for over 75 years to take care of you. One call does it all. You need the perfect gift, the gift of orange. How about a tractor or a brand-new zero-turn lawnmower? Or everybody needs themselves a brand-new RTV to head out to the lease and get to your blind mind. The guys at Kubota around South Texas are ready to take care of you. They make the job of purchasing easy pleasy. They're all great guys. Go find out for yourself. I'm so proud to talk about them. John Ewald, down to every one of those employees, wants to wish you a happy holiday season and express their gratitude for what they've done and what you've done for them and in the communities. From the Texas coast to the Texas Hill Country, Ewald Kubota will absolutely, they're your Kubota dealer.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
By texting 24700, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J. Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J.Crew Factory, we think shopping should be fun, really fun, as in scoring our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more at your nearest J.Crew Factory store. This holiday season, discover perfect presents for you and your crew. Shop cozy matching pajamas, toasty sweaters, amazing outerwear, festive accessories, and so much more. Get in the spirit at J.Crew Factory, where we have incredible deals every single day. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
Welcome to Cricket Wireless. Santa?
I've got to get Mrs. Claus a gift or I'm in a whole lot of trouble.
How about a single unlimited line? Only $35, plus a free Moto G 5G.
Dude, you're a lifesaver. Here, take a present.
Says it's for Timmy in Des Moines.
Never heard of him.
Join Cricket Nation and get a single line for $35 per month, plus a free Moto G 5G. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Requires activation of new line on select unlimited plan or higher. Pay $40 first month. New lines only. First month service charge. Tax to sale fees. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See cricketwireless.com for details.
With Progressive, renters can save on protection for the things that make your place yours. Even things that don't make sense to everyone.
People always wonder why I don't get rid of my guitar since I never play. But it's like, what if I actually end up taking lessons? Sure, I've had it for 8 years, but if I get rid of it, then what will my New Year's resolution be next January?
Exactly. So bundle your renters and auto and save with Progressive and protect the things that make sense to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms and conditions.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level. And the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. To have payment plans, call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Still issues on the roadways this morning. We have that rollover accident blocking 2 right lanes. This is going to be I-10 eastbound right before FN1516. Stop-and-go traffic now back from Foster Road. We also have an accident reported Commerce at General McMullen Drive. We have a stalled vehicle blocking the right side of the off-ramp. This is going to be I-10 right there at Wurzbach. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Dallas Cowboys left tackle Tyler Guyton is dealing with a high ankle sprain and is unlikely to be available Thursday against the Chiefs. Nate Thomas would get the start if Guyton can't go. Houston Texans head coach D'Amico Ryan said yesterday that quarterback C.J. Stroud and defensive back Jalen Petre are both still in concussion protocol. He did add that when Stroud clears protocol and is back, he will be the starter. In Monday Night Football, San Francisco took down the Carolina Panthers 20-9. In college football news, Texas Longhorns quarterback Arch Manning was named AP's National Player of the Week after his 6-touchdown day, throwing for 4 and rushing for 1 and catching another touchdown. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Centergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylow.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey-o, 9:03 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Let's start things off on the right foot by giving away tickets. Yes. They need you. They need you at the Alamo Dome on Saturday.
The bowl bound.
That's right. Birds up.
God bless.
UTSA Army on Saturday, November 29th at 2:30. 2:30 in the afternoon, although I think you got to start tailgating around 9.
Oh, can you imagine the tailgate on a long
yes.
Saturday holiday day?
Oh
boy.
Yes. You want to go see UTSA and Army? Let's go with caller number 1. Let's reward the early bird, 210-656-ESPN. You will go to Army UTSA on Saturday. Sorry, Navy, you can't go.
That's next week.
Yeah.
Following week.
And we're not going.
No, that's a sore start.
No, we're not invited.
We'll be here, though.
Yeah, it'll be pretty much the same.
Because the most important guys stay home.
Yeah, that's what it's
we're
about.
needed to, man the.
We're the A team.
And, like my mom always said, it takes 3 to have a tricycle. I'm always the third wheel, but, without me, you don't get a tricycle.
That's right.
So it's important. I'm important. I stay here.
We're the A team. That's why they can't. I mean, what would they do?
They can afford to
us?
be lost.
Yeah,
if they're on
that the Malaysia Airlines flight and we never find it.
If the flights get them, just minor stuff, like if they just get delayed and they can't do it, they can't afford us not to.
Right. It would be a disaster.
That's what my mom tells me.
Yeah. How would they recover without us?
They can't without me.
The Spurs are on the road tonight, Robert. And
man, I didn't see the Phoenix game. What the hell?
Oh,
what the hell?
Not a good game for the Spurs. But again, and 2 of their 5 losses this year have come to the same crummy team, the Phoenix Suns. It's not the. Oh, I guess the Spurs don't play till tomorrow, do they? They play tomorrow night, and I don't know why I thought today was Wednesday. But I guess if you didn't get to see the game, it's hard to ask your thoughts.
No, I honestly didn't see it. I saw that Keldon played well, but
he played really well.
But I didn't see how we lost, other than we lost to Phoenix. What do they have?
Shot a bunch of threes that they shouldn't have shot.
Champagny
was like 2 of 10. They try to turn into a 3-point shooting team, that's my big worry.
Yeah.
Is that when they fall into that mode where they think they're a shooting team and they're not, I get very frustrated. So. Well, I won't belabor the point if you didn't see the game.
I wish I had some kind of comment other than I thought they'd had a taste of Phoenix. They'd been there and done that against their backups. They'd seen the plan. I think they get lured into this sped-up game. How did De'Aaron go?
De'Aaron was fine. Yeah, he looked solid. Which is
expected.
Yeah, he's been the guy. I will say
how many turnovers?
It wasn't
up right here.
It wasn't a disastrous turnover game. I don't think. De'Aaron had 26, and I think they had under 20 turnovers. Which I know that sounds like a lot, but I think the problem was they didn't turn the Suns over. The Suns didn't turn it over at all.
Only 17 assists. Keep in mind those winning streaks. We had 38 assists the other night. So that when you look at a box sheet and you go, how did we lose? Phoenix had 10 steals.
I think the biggest issue was there was no answer for Dylan Brooks or Devin Booker. Like they just kind of went unchecked all game, and it felt like the ball just kept rolling downhill on San Antonio. And really, it was after halftime. Like they came out and the Suns made adjustments at halftime, and Mitch didn't.
When did the Spurs have an 11-point lead?
In the first half.
First half?
Oh, yeah. They were up. That was at halftime. They had an 11-point
What were they
lead.
doing that was working? Was it De'Aaron just dominating the ball?
Yeah, for the most part.
I don't see a lot of assists, so somebody was getting buckets. Him and Keldon?
Yeah. Keldon's been borderline spectacular this year. He's been way better than I thought he would be.
I'm looking at the stats. I don't see how you lost this game. You shot 34 free throws.
Yeah.
34 free throws on the road, and you lost?
Yeah.
They couldn't hit the side of the barn.
10 of 34 from three, below 30%. Not ideal.
They out-rebounded them.
And 20-6 turnover or 19-6 turnover battle loss.
That to me looks like a young team that couldn't figure out how to close out a game.
Well, we will see if they're able to get it back on track tomorrow. I did have one other NBA story I wanted to talk about, and it is I know people hate when we talk about the Thunder here. Which, by the way, I think the Thunder are going to break the record for wins in a season.
Whether they do or they don't, you never know. But they plan on it.
Yeah,
and that's what's interesting to me. That a Sam Presti team has those kind of and coaches aspire to that. You know what I mean? You want your coach to say, "Yeah, we're going to win them all." But you have to be realistic. But when your general manager has put together a team of a roster that you're fully capable of playing 13, 14 dudes to get to 70 wins. That's the difference. That your GM is like, yeah, I've got everything for you to go get 70. It shouldn't be that hard. And you can do it you can play without 2 or 3 players on any given night and have every reason to expect to win.
What's terrifying is they treat every game the same. Like they treat a road game midweek in Charlotte the same way they treat the Denver Nuggets.
Very Spurs-like, very Golden State at that beginning of the run where they expect it. We're that good. And if we don't play to our standard, we're embarrassed. And our standard's a 25-point win.
So while this has happened, they've played now 18 games. They've gone 17-1. They've done this all without their second-best player, which is the other thing.
Or at least he was last year. I don't know what to say about this year. But
that's pretty insane that they've done it without Jalen Williams all season long. Recovering from his wrist surgery this offseason.
And their point guard, the expected point guard play isn't there yet.
Testicular cancer now.
So they have reasons to be losing, and they're not.
They're not.
There's just a diligence. I do appreciate it. It's still early in the season. Everybody's still kind of feeling each other out. I don't think they've gotten a lot of A games yet. I think they've had a lot of activity-filled games. But I think because the continuity is there, this team knows each other. There ain't anybody new running around out there. So it was awfully easy to just jump in the pool and start swimming. It's going to get harder. But when I see them, it reminds me, sadly again, of the Spurs when they were just that much better. And it wasn't about the team they were playing. It was about what they were doing. It didn't care. They didn't care who it was coming, whether it was on the road or not. There were things that came into the game to improve on, and if they did that, they'd win by 25, and if they don't do it, they win by 10. You know, they judge themselves. Their standard is not the wins and losses. It's how did we play. And it's so rare for a team to reach that level. I mean, you're really performing against yourself and not the teams that have circled you. I mean, the champions are coming to town, and you just workman-like and you could say with a little bit of help with Shea. I mean, he does have a tendency to ugly up a basketball game with his ability to draw fouls, so it's very difficult to overcome that because they've got this built-in clock control. They can manufacture time with Shea Gilgeous' ball in his hands to stop the clock, get a sub, because he can draw a foul whenever he wants to. So they have the benefit of being able to close out a game with the world's best current player. You know, we can argue about 6 other guys, but he's got the trophy. And know full well, if we're within 5 to close this thing out, there ain't no way you're beating us. You're just not going to beat us.
Well, if they couldn't get more breaks than they have already, they're now going to be able to pay Jalen Williams a little less than he was supposed to get, because now that he's missed 18 games, he is not going to be eligible for that bump you get.
Oh, we're down to 65. You're right.
Yeah. So now the specific language of that rule, where if you're All NBA or Defensive Player of the Year or any of those types of things,
Supermax,
only matter if you do it the year before your contract. And so because Jalen Williams was All NBA last year, he's only eligible for the standard max contract extension.
Yep.
So even though he's a player that's clearly above that caliber, they're only going to pay him the standard max deal.
This is that unintended consequence when they built this in to get
the
players,
Derrick Rose rule is what they call
to
this.
get players on the court, and 2, to keep them. This was what we didn't think would ever happen. It was a guy that certainly earned it but can't get it due to an injury. That was not the plan for this. This was about paying guys that deserved it, but and to kind of eliminate the sheer numbers of people that can pretend to it. You have to have the award, but the expectation is you get the award and you stay healthy.
Yeah, so the way it works, there's only one player in NBA history who's been All NBA in his second and third seasons since, I say in NBA history, since this Rose rule's been implemented, and that was Luka. Right. So Luka that's why he got it. Every other Rose rule beneficiary besides Derrick Rose himself got they got it because of their 4th season.
Right.
They in that 4th season they finally because usually about season 4 is when guys are peaking. And because
he was too good too soon,
Jalen Williams was too good too soon, it's going to cost him millions, tens of millions of dollars.
I get the feeling, though, that OKC knows that, and they're going to pay him somewhere in the middle. He's not going to take the total hit, because, obviously franchises that are successful make a little bit more money, and because they are successful, I think they'll have the money to go do it. But there will be and it's not unplanned, but there will be there's going to be an external price to pay for that, though. They're going to lose a better dude because they're going to be nice to a guy that deserved it. They're going to have to let a guy go because they could play hardball, pay him less, and keep this team good for even longer, but they're not going to do that.
This happened with Jason Tatum, who made 3rd team All-NBA in year 3, didn't make an All-NBA team in his 4th year, then the next 4 years he was 1st team. He didn't get that money because that 1 year that it matters, they've got to fix that rule.
Well,
it just doesn't make sense.
But that's you're the 1%. So there's only a couple of guys that are ever going to be in a position to actually get that. So it's really easy when you go behind a curtain to vote for it.
Right.
It helps me, but not them.
Yeah, it helps, the top 15
I like
players
rule,
in the league. They like that rule.
I'm all for you guys, but I got to get mine first. And so you go behind a curtain and this is a good idea.
Yeah. But it is very fascinating to me that, because he did it a year early, now you. And again,
he's such a nice guy, too.
This affects the rest of the league because the rest of the league would like it if the Thunder had to be more expensive. And instead, the Thunder are now going to get a discount. And
maybe a team can go swoop in and get him now that the bar's a little bit lower. You can come in and go, I don't need to pay you that much, but I can.
The Thunder can still pay him more than anybody else can.
True.
So, and I don't. If I'm Jalen Williams, I'm not looking to leave this scenario that I'm in right now.
Maybe you sign a shorter deal because of that. Maybe everybody benefits. You sign a 2 or 3 year deal, or 2 with a +1, either player or team discretion, and they'll give you an opportunity for that next one, and maybe you get that.
Because really,
again.
In the NBA, they're not your rookie contract. And not the second one. The third one is the one that's
And, it used to be the second one. It used to. Now we've transitioned to now it's the third where the super money comes.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. He's in a pretty good spot. I'm sure he's not. Maybe I'm crying for him.
I think you are. Timmy never took everything. He always left stuff on the table because he'd much rather win. And I think Jalen Williams strikes me as the guy who he knows he's got more money than he ever dreamed of. We're talking about commas.
$240 million goes a long way in Oklahoma.
Absolutely, and that goes along with some rings and his phone commercials and the things that he's getting peripheral. I think he takes less money and smiles all the way to the bank.
And also, if anything, this has proven, they're 17-1 without him. It's not like he can go, you guys need me on that wall.
Not really, but
Chet Holmgren, same thing last year. It's like, yeah, it's nice to have you, but I mean,
I get the sense this is it's percolating now. But when we're talking NBA, when the tournament is done, when we're right in the middle of April, we're going to be talking about how OKC got to 54-2. You know, how they got to this. We'll watch it slowly percolate. But when you look at it, they're going to be favored in every freaking game they play as long as Shea is walking onto the court. I don't. There's no team that I would have them beneath. I don't care, road, home, neutral.
This is
because they're going to have that. And when the Spurs didn't get 70, or they didn't have an undefeated home, it was their decision. It wasn't because somebody beat them, and I regret that. I hope Oklahoma City, because I do believe that they opened training camp with the full intent of not only repeating, but we're going to get 70. We're going to go down as one of the greatest teams to ever lace them up for a season.
Like I said, I think their mindset is, at this point, we're going to win 81 games. Because they've lost one, but in my mind, they play every game like it's game 7 of the finals. Like they really are desperate to win all these games. That's why they're kind of a good team to bet on, because
they're going to cover.
They go, man. They do not take nights off.
And they're going to get better. At some point, Jalen's going to get back.
Yep. They still got guys coming back. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, do I need it today? Arasti. Oh, my goodness. Did I beat myself up over the weekend? If you woke up this morning in pain, if you got a sore back, you got bad quads or sore thighs from all the work you've been doing, maybe you did some honeydews and hung all those Christmas decorations in prep for the holiday season, feeling a little sore today, not able to get in the game, this is when you call a Rosti, because one, you get in fast, because you don't need a referral to go see an Rosti provider. You can go ahead and make the call and get in today, because not only are they going to fix you, they're going to fix you fast, and you're not going to have to go far to get it done, because the Rosti providers are all around San Antonio. To prove it to yourself, to find a Rosti provider, if you haven't gone before, go to Rosti.com. They got a map there of all the providers. They're adding new ones all the time. I bet there is help within 10 minutes of where you are right now. So if you're living in pain, stop. The fix is available. Rosti accepts most insurances, and most importantly, what they do works. It's a little unique. It's not like probably the medicine that you've had practiced on you in the past, because Rosti is about full body. They're going to give you a full evaluation and find out why you're in pain. And sometimes, a lot of times, what's causing the pain ain't where the pain is. They fix the problem, the pain goes away. That was me with lower back. So if you're dealing with pain, know that there's a fix out there and it can happen fast. And under 4 visits, you can get yourself back in the game. Write this number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. The website, again, is Rosti.com. Let me tell you one more time. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call Rosti today. You'll be back in the game sooner than you ever believed, and you can come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Some midday road work causing some sluggish traffic. First off, on the east side, Loop 410 northbound at Houston Street. You have the left lane blocked there, about a 5 or 6 minute delay up through that area. Also on the northeast side, I-35 southbound through that construction area between O'Connor and Loop 410. A little sluggish through there. And, of course, downtown, I-35 northbound. This is on the upper level between I-10 and Brooklyn. Have that construction zone. About a 5-minute delay through that area. I'm Dan Miles, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. It's never too early for Lowe's Black Friday deals. Grab 25% off select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees made for all your favorite holiday moments. Lowe's, we help you save. Valid through 12/3 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The PorkRinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero College Football Post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Hear that? It's holiday cheer arriving at Ulta Beauty with gifts for everyone on your list. Treat them to fan favorite gift sets from Charlotte Tilbury and Peach and Lily. Go all out with timeless fragrances from YSL, Ariana Grande, and Carolina Herrera. And you can never go wrong with an Ulta Beauty gift card. Head to Ulta Beauty for gifts that make the holidays brighter and even more beautiful. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Thursday afternoon at 3:30. It's the Cowboys' 59th straight Thanksgiving Day matchup as the boys welcome the Kansas City Chiefs to Jerry World. Pre-game at 2:30. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Yes. You all right, Rob?
I'll be seeing Mr. Jason Garrett here tomorrow after our show. I need some of Rusty.
You got the eye of the tiger.
I got something.
Hey, I know we're going to talk some non-sports here, but the Hall of Fame, NFL Hall of Fame, sent me their list of semifinalists for the next class.
Let us decide by thumbs up or thumbs down who deserves this high honor.
All right. Willie Anderson back on the list for his 6th time.
Lineman
tackle, with Bengals and Ravens.
That's who I picture. Okay.
Drew Brees, first time.
He's first ballot.
I agree. Lomas Brown, tackle for the Lions, Cardinals, Browns, Giants, and Bucks.
I think he's
first-time finalist.
I don't know if he's first ballot, but he's
Semifinalist.
certainly going to be in the Hall of Fame at some point.
Jari Evans.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Fourth time as a guard.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to happen for Mr. Evans.
First-time semifinalist, and I'm guessing first ballot, Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, yeah.
First-time semifinalist, Frank Gore.
Oh. He is definitely a Hall of Famer, just by the numbers.
The numbers
Just by the numbers, you're in.
And he is the Craig Biggio of, he just piled up stats, and then he quit playing, and by the time he quit playing, you're like, man, that's a lot of stats.
Respect. So, I think they're going to have to, not have to, but he'll get in, but not now, no.
Rodney Harrison, fifth time as a semifinalist for Rodney.
How much has his post-game helped or hurt him? Post-game career?
I don't know. I always think of him as like one of the best.
Me too.
And he's got some rings.
So safety is kind of a hot thing lately. Remember how long it was they never put safeties in? Now they're legitimized. So and I think they might be making up for past, problems by letting him in. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Darren Woodson, he ain't in though, is he?
Darren Woodson is still not in.
So I don't see how you can put Harrison in with it before Darren Woodson. You know what I mean?
Well, it's easy because you can say, look how many rings Rodney Harrison has, and Darren Woodson has 0.
And there is the separator, I guess.
Yeah. Torrey Holt, 12th time as a semifinalist. He's one of those dudes. The numbers are there, but I don't know that it's going to ever happen for him.
If there was a special section in the Hall of Fame for great units, he'd be in already. But he's the third of the four, or fourth of the four.
Second-year linebacker, Luke Kuechly.
Did he play long enough?
I don't know, man. That's the big question because he was the best at his job for almost the entirety of his career.
Let me ask you this.
It's like the Calvin Johnson question, and he got in.
Is Luck going to get in? Because if you think Luck should get in, could get in,
I don't think so.
Well, then neither should Kuechly.
Okay. But Luke Kuechly was the best at his job.
Well, we can argue that Luck was just about to be.
Well, the All-Pro list don't say that.
Yeah, but I kind of put them in the same boat. But here's the other thing, and again, we're getting kind of deep into this. But if you let running back from Denver in a couple of years ago with that limited time, then I think it's opened the door to a lot of teams.
Also won a couple Super Bowls, though. That
well,
matters.
The Super Bowls does matter.
Second-year quarterback, Eli Manning.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be this year.
Yeah,
but
I think he's going to be first ballot.
This is his second ballot. I mean, he wasn't first ballot.
Oh,
so.
then he's in. I think he's in. Do you think he should be?
I don't know. I'm one of these guys who.
Can you write the story of the NFL without him?
I mean, I guess not.
I know he's a bit player in a big game, but he is a part of that story, and to me, I think he deserves to get in. And the numbers back it up. He had a long, solid career. It just wasn't super exemplary.
He was like a 500 quarterback. That's the.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of it is, you've always been second behind your brother, so why don't you get in beside him and at least you're equal there.
This sounds like a guy with a very successful brother who wants to make sure he still keeps his seat.
I matter too, Mom.
He still keeps his seat at Thanksgiving.
I don't get to do all that.
I don't want to sit at the folding table.
Dang it. I got a Super Bowl. It was accidental, but I got one. Thank God Tyree had to stick him in a big head.
Let's see. Fifth-year pass rusher, Robert Mathis.
Yes.
First-year quarterback, Phillip Rivers.
No.
Fifth-year, or you think ever?
No, he'll get in, but
just
you
not
don't
now,
get to be first ballot without a Super Bowl.
Fifth-year wide receiver, Steve Smith.
Oh. Yeah. For about 4 years there, he's about the best doing it.
Second-year linebacker. I'm surprised he didn't get in first ballot. Terrell Suggs.
Oh, dude, that's a crime. Yes.
Now, this is the case against Frank Gore. Seventh-year running back, Fred Taylor, who also has crazy numbers piled up over a long time.
Really does.
No one ever looked at Fred Taylor and said, man, that's the best running back in the league.
No, but anybody who played fantasy football in the mid-2000s knew the value of Fred Taylor. He poured in some points. No, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Second-year safety, Earl Thomas.
Oh, I was always a fan. I don't know if it's.
Again,
here we go with the safeties.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
He might have to wait in line behind Darren Woodson and Rodney Harrison. Second-year kicker Adam Vinatieri.
Yes, absolutely.
10th-year wide receiver Hines Ward.
Maybe.
No.
No?
If there was an award for being a really good guy and a good football player combined, then there'd be a wing for him. But I don't know.
Honorable mention?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a place for a Hines Ward.
7th-year wide receiver Reggie Wayne. He's always the second best guy on his team. He's kind of got the Torrey. It's kind of the Torrey Holt thing.
Exactly. And I was trying to compare the two, and you're right. He is Torrey Holt.
Second-year tackle Richmond Webb.
Fighting Texas Aggie.
5th-year defensive tackle Vince Wilfork.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
First-year defensive tackle Kevin Williams.
He'll be a weight.
3rd-year guard Steve Wisniewski.
Hey.
First-year tight end Jason Witten.
No.
You don't think so?
Not first ballot.
No, not first ballot for sure, but he piled up some numbers.
Yeah.
10th-year semifinalist Darren Woodson. And I was wrong. Yeah, right. He did play on those Cowboys Super Bowl teams. I was wrong.
There's no reason why he's not in. So if he doesn't get in, Harrison doesn't either.
And second-year guard Marshall Yonda.
Hey, too soon for him, too. That's a good class. That's a good class of very solid, if not spectacular, generational players.
Yeah, I thought that was a good list there. A couple non-sports stories here. No one ever calls and tells us this, but a phone call to a D.C. area radio show on Friday turned into a death investigation. Several media outlets reported a man called DC 101's Elliot in the Morning Show and told hosts that he had found a body in the woods.
Good grief.
The caller, only identified as Joseph, said they found the body 18 days before near a campsite. This may sound sick, but I've always wanted to come upon something like that, the caller said, describing the area where the body had been found. Once had been of a tent city that had since been shuttered. He told the show he hadn't called police, which host of the show said he needed to. Dude, call the police. At the time, officials said there was no threat to the public. They did find the body, and they said the identification and cause of death have not yet been confirmed.
That's why we don't take calls.
Did you see?
Yeah.
Vic, call the police.
That's
Sounds
why
like
I'm blocked.
What was that movie, Stand By Me? Y'all
Although,
want to see a dead body?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, if any of you have seen a body, 210-656-ESPN. If you know where a body is now, we want to know about it.
Call during the blitz.
A very, very non-controversial list came out over the weekend.
Okay.
The top 100 comedy movies of all time.
Oh, here we go.
That is such an eye of the beholder thing.
Oh, boy,
It's
is
a
it.
mad world.
And based on this list, the guy who made this list, he ain't my kind of guy. It's not
my kind of guy.
No, and that's all right. I mean, comedy's it's obviously very subjective. It's
so what did this guy have as the funniest movie?
Here's the top 10. Number 10, Groundhog Day.
Nah.
Good
Bill
movie,
Murray.
but I didn't roll over laughing.
Number 9, Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
It's not.
Walk this way.
I could walk this way.
Number 8, although this is semi-comedy, I guess this is comedy, Fargo.
Yeah, but let me tell you, there's a lot of people who didn't get it.
It's a really great movie.
You got to get it.
But it's
I
a
don't know
dark humor that you think this is real, but no, they're making a joke. You just think it's serious. Yeah.
Yeah, you're darn
It's dark.
tootin'.
Yeah, you darn tootin'. Is that your friend out there in the wood chipper?
Number 7, I haven't seen, so I can't say. From 1933, Duck Soup.
Oh, Groucho Marx.
Oh, I love the Marx Brothers.
Yep.
What about 1941? Is that on there with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd?
I
And
think an actor or two ended their lives because of that movie.
Number 6, Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
We're kind of on the same wavelength. If you put them up there, for me, that's how I cut my comedy teeth. What I found funny as a child was Monty Python.
Number 5, Waiting for Guffman.
Oh, one of the greats ever made.
I've never seen this.
I've never seen that either.
It's by the group of guys. The whole movie's improv.
Is
and
this
Guffman is a playwright. There's a playwright, a Broadway producer in this small town in Missouri, who somehow gets it in his mind that a big-time New York Broadway producer is going to come to this little podunk town in Missouri and watch them and take their show to Broadway. And it's about all these characters and there's aliens.
And it's good?
Oh, it's hilarious.
Right,
it is a very. But again, It is one of those things. If you like that kind of improv and silliness, you'll find it funny. But I know plenty of people are like, this is dumb.
Number 4, 1940, The Great Dictator.
I don't know that one at all.
I'm unfamiliar with it. Number 3, 1977. I haven't seen this one either. Annie Hall. It's a Woody Allen movie.
Annie Hall, yeah.
It's
Woody Allen humor.
I'm not. Woody Allen does not entertain.
Yeah,
me.
it's New York snarky, intelligent. They think they're smarter than you. Humor.
Number 2, 1959. Some Like It Hot.
Oh, that was Jack Lemmon and what's her name? She killed herself. The
Natalie Wood.
No, the blonde bombshell. She remember that was Some Like It Hot is the one where she pushes her skirt down and it's blowing it up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
That was her big one.
Okay.
And number 1, The Naked Gun. Files from the Police Squad.
Very funny movie.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't argue too much with this list.
Okay.
There was no Will Ferrell movies in there.
No.
No Ricky Bobby.
Some other movies that I saw on this list, and I was like, what? Number 14 on the list was Sideways.
Oh, no.
The movie about wine.
I'm not drinking Merlot. No, that's
No.
I hate humor that thinks they want to be smarter than you.
I hate that movie. Number 20 was Superbad, which I do like that.
See, that one good. No Eddie Murphy movies. There was a couple in there need to be there. I mean, there were some very funny movies. What about Something About Mary? One of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Caddyshack was number 22
See,
on
that's
the
a
list.
top 10. Or if you'd have asked me, I'd have said that's a top 10.
Bridesmaids was number 24 on the list.
Yeah. I laughed a lot on that one.
Top 20. Yeah.
Number 26, and this is way too low, Borat.
Again, so it's in the eye of the beholder, and there's a lot of people found it very off-putting. A lot of us found it very funny.
I think I peed my pants watching Borat the first time. It was so funny. I mean, that was
his humor is awesome.
It's so rare that I'm in a movie theater and
you just crack up,
guffawing, laughing hysterically, and that was one of those.
What about any of the Pink Panther?
I'm running upwards now. Richard Pryor live in concert was 28.
Does that count?
I don't know if it counts. It is hilarious.
I have that on vinyl.
Austin Powers, number 30.
Yeah.
Let's see. 35 School of Rock, Jack Black.
Good movie. I mean, it's still stood the test.
What about
of time.
Harlem Nights?
37, The Princess Bride.
Oh.
I knew you would like that one. 39 is like from my childhood, Clueless.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, it was teenage humor.
43. Did you guys ever see Team America World Police? It's like the claymation movie. That is funny. I haven't seen it. It doesn't make me laugh. It shouldn't make me laugh as hard as it does. Coming to America, the first Eddie Murphy movie, number 46. That is way too low in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't even think that's his funniest movie.
I don't think so either. Oh, these are the kind number 47 is the Grand Budapest Hotel. I don't like those kinds of movies.
What's that guy that does all those movies?
Anderson, Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson. Yeah, they're funny for a minute, but it's too weird. It's a fever dream.
It's not for me. The first Adam Sandler movie on the list. What do you think it is? The number one Adam Sandler. It's number 50 overall. Happy Gilmore? No, it's The Waterboy.
Well, I'm not. I wouldn't argue with that.
Yeah. Let's see. The tall blonde man with one black shoe. It's like the it's like the Pink Panther movie. It's like the French comedy movie. It was number 52.
Never heard of it.
Broadcast News, good for us. 53.
Great movie. One of the greats ever made.
Elf is number 54. Yeah. What else? Some of the others. Did you like The Odd Couple?
I did.
That's number 56.
You're aging yourself with some.
Isn't that with Quincy?
That was Quincy. It was Jack Klugman.
There we go, Klugman.
What's his name that played Felix Unger?
Number 60 is Big.
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah, that was good. That was funny.
62, Airplane.
Well,
I love
how
Airplane.
Is Airplane 62
that is
Police Squad in the top 5?
Police Squad's number 1.
How? They're the same movie, just in a different place.
I love Airplane.
It's written by the same people,
I know.
right?
Eddie Murphy Raw, number 66.
See, I'm not sure concert movies count.
I don't know either, but I mean, if it makes me laugh, I'm for it. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, number 69. That is a very funny movie. In high, that and Dumb and Dumber though should probably be high on this list too.
Yeah, those are good movies.
Number 72, The Big Lebowski.
It is such a social statement. Yeah, it's funny, but I don't view it as a strict comedy. There's more to it.
73, Napoleon Dynamite.
That's a comedy.
77, Blazing Saddles.
Oh, I love Blazing Saddles.
Whenever anybody brings up Blazing Saddles, what's the next thing that they say after Blazing Saddles? They can't make that anymore.
No, they can't make that anymore. No. You're right. 79, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's not a comedy.
Let's go.
Although it's funny.
Yeah.
History of the World Part 1 or Part 2? Part 2.
That was a good one.
Part 2.
Don't get saucy with me, Bernays.
Yeah.
88, Anchorman.
Yes.
All right.
There's your Will Ferrell.
89, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, there we go.
And now this is ironic because we saw number 88 and 89 when we were in Oxnard.
Yeah.
They watched both those movies,
Back to back.
Anchorman and Fast Times, back to back, I'm pretty sure. 92, The Jerk.
Yes.
I remember that.
With Steve Martin. 94, Clerks. And
That's a great movie.
Let's see, 98, this is not a comedy, Pretty Woman.
Ow.
No. 99, Wayne's World.
Yeah. I mean,
Number 100, also, I don't know that it's a comedy, Bridget Jones' Diary.
No, see, that strikes me as rom-com kind of stuff. Yeah.
Although I guess it does have comedy.
It does have comedy, but I don't want any rom.
No more rom in my com, please. Jeez. No more rom in the com.
I bet that means something entirely different.
That's right.
Someplace else.
All right.
You're one of them.
It is 9:42. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll do the daily lines. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Roadrunner fans, you won't want to miss the annual UTSA Football Salute to Service game presented by USAA. The Roadrunners play host to Army this Saturday, November 29th at the Alamo Dome. UTSA will honor their senior class in a special pregame ceremony. Log on to goutsa.com/tickets or call the UTSA ticket office at 210-458-8872 to purchase your tickets today. UTSA versus Army this Saturday in the Dome. Be there, because when we win, San Antonio wins.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
So, your small business is outgrowing your garage. You could go online, find a space, and get catfished. Or you could work with an agent who's a realtor, here to guide and help protect you from the surprises you didn't see coming. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share this season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks Signature Espresso. Velvety mocha and cool peppermint notes. Topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together, it's the best place to be at Starbucks.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700 plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
That Panda, she was back last night in Chicago wearing a Jordan jersey and all and killed it. She killed it. That broken wrist, no problem. Because I saw they had, in the story I read, had the original accident where she falls off the unicorn and breaks her wrist.
She's riding a unicorn, huh?
The unicycle.
You got that too. I was thinking, what did he just say?
Oh my God.
I mean, her act has really changed.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from the Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Midnight Oil.
That's right. Yeah. Goldfinger says, AJ, did you notice Booker just dominate Jalen Carter, the same Jalen Carter you love so much? I actually think Jalen Carter's a horrible person.
Did he dominate? Yeah, I guess he kind of did.
He did. Yeah, he kicked his ass. No, I do. I mean, I think Jalen Carter's very good at football, but I will never say I love Jalen Carter. You know what I found today?
He's a fast driver. He's a good driver.
He is a very fast driver, as is everyone who goes to Georgia. I found today that, you know how like Swifties love Travis Kelce, and the gal, Madison Beer, all the people that follow Madison Beer love Justin Herbert now.
Uh-huh.
I had no idea that Haley Steinfeld's fans hate Josh Allen.
Did he cheat on her?
No, not that I've ever heard of. I mean,
Madison Beer, by the way, is smoking hot.
Oh yeah, she is very hot. Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert.
Sorry.
He's done well.
Well done, Justin.
But like her fans are like, oh, he's ugly. Why is she with this guy? It's disgusting. Money. She's got money. But I don't. Am I the only one who thinks Josh Allen's not an ugly man?
Dude, he's 6'6" and. Yeah. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand that.
He has hair, right?
I mean,
he's got hair, a beard.
He's got the whole deal.
He got the whole, and money.
Again, I'm not gay, but he looks to me like a traditionally handsome man.
I have a pretty staunch record of heterosexual activity. Yeah. Pretty staunch, and I'm willing to admit that he's a handsome dude, I thought.
Yeah. Well.
But then again, he's still batting out of his ballpark for Haley Steinfeld.
He's still doing all right.
She's above par. Let me tell you.
Woo. But I didn't know that was a thing. They call like her fans call him a cheater and a scumbag and disgusting. I don't get it. But All right.
I mean, it's dudes trying to get their shot.
I guess so.
That guy's ugly.
I know. Hating ass haters.
Who needs money and fame?
All right, let's hit the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
We've only got 3 in the NBA tonight. The Hawks are 10.5-point favorites in Washington.
Golly.
Boy.
That's a big old
The Hawks
line.
aren't good, but that tells you a lot about the Wizards, doesn't it? The Orlando Magic -2.5 in Philly. Should be a decent game. And then a little L.A. on L.A. action. Clippers cross town to take on the Lakers. Lakers 6.5-point favorites.
Did you see that Harden became, if he's not the first player, but one of the few that are now the leading scorer in 2 franchises' history?
I did not know that.
Yeah,
No.
Harden he's now taking the Clippers.
What?
Yeah.
He hasn't even been there that long. That's wild.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That can't be right.
He just
You're telling me James Harden scored more points than Blake Griffin ever scored?
I'm just saying. I saw something. That's why I'm asking the question. I saw something pass by that Harden did something that and it comes to scoring.
No, that's
with 2 different franchises. He's not on that list.
No.
Maybe it's in games. I don't know what it is, but I thought, oh God, how'd you like to have a friend, one of your favorite franchises, have James Harden lead anything?
The all-time leading.
Maybe it wasn't scoring. James Harden.
Randy Smith is the all-time leading scorer for the
he played
the Clippers.
for 30 years.
And then Blake Griffin, Bob McAdoo, Elton Brand, Corey Maggette, Chris Paul, Danny Manning.
Here it is. The only player to hold the scoring record for 2 different franchises. Houston. Oh, in a game.
In a game? Okay.
61 points for the Clippers, or with the Rockets, and 55 with the Clippers the other night. That's what it was.
Yeah. SA Texan says Blake wasn't a scorer. Well, he scored almost 11,000 points, and he played for the Clippers for a long time.
Lob City, baby.
Yeah, he's like 22 points a game.
Yeah, it's high score game, 2 different franchises.
Okay, that makes sense. But that's surprising that he's the only person that has that.
It's really not that many points, but James Harden has had plenty of opportunity.
Oh, yes.
Lots of teams.
Oh, yes. There is a little bit of college football tonight. We got some action. Bowling Green at UMass.
They matter at all, other than UMass trying to score 10 points?
No, UMass is these are bad games. Western Michigan at Eastern Michigan. Western Michigan actually good. Eastern Michigan not good. Well, I mean good for MAC standards, I should say. They're not actually like good in real life, but for the MAC, they're pretty good. But yeah, I would if you're like trying to make it up to your wife, like, oh, we've been watching a lot of football. I'm gonna skip out on football tonight. This is probably a good night to skip out on football.
So these are noon games?
Yeah, they're early games, early starts today.
You're telling me we get a day like a Saturday today?
Yeah, pretty much. It's feast week,
well,
Rob.
I'm looking at all the college basketball that's coming.
Yeah, Michigan State plays at noon in the Fort Myers tip-off. They're playing East Carolina, 20.5-point favorites. Iowa State and Creighton in round 2 of the Players era. Iowa State 6.5-point
both
favorites.
Both these teams won? This isn't a loser's bracket?
Iowa State won, Creighton lost.
Okay.
So that it was already predetermined who they were going to play. NC State 6.5 against Boise. Baylor 6.5 against St. John's.
That's a game.
Houston 3.5 against Tennessee. That's a game there.
We got some dudes today.
Unbeaten St. Bonnie's and unbeaten North Carolina. UNC a 10.5-point favorite. Indiana is hosting Kansas State. Indiana's a 10.5-point favorite. Auburn and Michigan. Michigan minus 5.5 there. That's a real good game. Gonzaga, who knocked off Alabama yesterday. Gonzaga laying 14.5 against Maryland. UCLA minus 8.5 against Cal. And Alabama 13.5-point favorites against UNLV. So there's some good hoops on tonight, baby.
All day.
Enjoy them. And we will see you tomorrow. We'll wrap up our week tomorrow. Blitz coming up at 2.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
The Gomez Law Firm is proud to be San Antonio's trusted personal injury law firm for the past 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us. Your firm has been fighting for the people of San Antonio since 1973. That's incredible.
There are